What's the crack, lads? We're back. What's up, everyone? What's the crack? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. So we missed a couple of things that were happening. And at the moment, we are just in our second squad. So our Road to Glory squad, which we were having a lot of fun with. But I will probably dip in and dip out. I'm going to be retraining my players. I'm going to be training a lot of your players. If you have any suggestions or any requests or anything like that. We're back, man. We're back. So we were away in Switzerland for a week. And I was back yesterday evening. I was absolutely wrecked. I actually got sunburned, boys. I'm not too sure if you can see on the screen. But I got a little bit sunburned because we climbed a mountain. But yeah, Switzerland was amazing, man. It was amazing. I went with the missus. We were there for 7 days. And it was a lovely break, man. I've been working hard. We've been grinding with, YouTube and stuff. So it was nice to just recharge the batteries. So I hope you guys are good. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Miss Collars, big schlong. But we are back, man. And hopefully we will do a couple of things today. I don't know. Listen, there's a couple of things to go through today. Obviously, we have the Player of the Weeks. On my Road to Glory, I only have one pack on my Road to Glory. So one spin on that. Being honest, right? I know there's no point in asking you guys whether I'll spin or not for Schmeichel. I personally don't think that Schmeichel is going to be worth spinning for. And I'll tell you why when I'm on my main account. We're going to switch over to our main account in a minute, right? But yeah, we just want to play a game or two on this, see how it goes. We're going to spin first off. Let me just say who's in the chat or say hello to who's in the chat. The Skin, Chiba, Christoph, Ratty, Zilber, Jazzy, Victus, Andrew JR is in the chat. Christoph again, Aravend, Lucas, Stephen is in the chat as well as Royal Striker, Joel. Welcome in, boys. Welcome in to one and all. Tarka Kaka is in the chat as well as UKR Football. Welcome in, bro. Greetings from Ukraine. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we stay grinding. And hopefully it's going to be a busy year for us, lads. So look, we have to kind of like start to find a balance with the channel. But yeah, I'll have more on that when the new season kicks off in March. That's going to be when I kind of like overhaul the channel. So I'll be overhauling the layout of the channel. I'll be doing a couple of other bits and pieces with the stream and a bit more interactive and literally just giving it a fresh lick of paint when the new update comes on March. Who else do we have in there? We have got Fistos. We have got E1 is in the chat as well. Who else is there, man? I think that's pretty much everyone that I can see. Shorov is in the chat. Gary Griffin's in the chat. Who else is there? Dimitri, Rod, Shoop is in the chat as well. Who else, man? I think that's everybody, boys. Don't be forgetting to say hello, man, so I can shout you out. But yeah, we usually do that. So I'm gonna spin, right? I honestly don't think that these worldwide players or these player of the weeks. Honestly, I don't think that. Honestly, I don't think that they're worth it, man. Honestly, I just feel like that they're really just kind of like starter players. Now, let's see who we get. Okay, so we do get Odegaard, man. We will play one match with Odegaard because I want to do a bit of a test on him. That's actually nice, man. Victus, welcome in. Paddy, welcome in. Ron, welcome in. Shahad, welcome in. Harry, welcome in. Akmal, welcome in, as well as Mysticon and Abel. Welcome in, boys. Abdel, Rahman, Rabah. So that's actually a nice one. Creator X, yo, man, thank you for the welcoming back. Benozzi, I literally can't pronounce your name, bro, so apologies, man, if you want to spell it out for me. Hello. So yeah, listen, right, I will like to try Odegaard. Odegaard looks very, very good. And I was kind of told that they'd tweak the gameplay a little bit in terms of spacing. But listen, lads, I haven't played since last stream. I literally haven't logged in since the last stream. This is my Road to Glory account. So I have pretty much just not played like the game since I left. So we have our penalty, but we haven't signed in on our penalties in the last week. So the last stream that I had, I think, yeah, I've one more left to go after that until we get our next Worldwide Player of the Week. And the players of the week that we will be getting, I think, are going to be either Costa Corta or Ronaldo. Yeah, so there, I already have Maradona on this one. But we are going to play one with Odegaard. That's actually making the content a little bit better. Yo, bro, stop spamming, bro. Stop spamming. You're literally just spamming a dot. So unless your name is Dot, I'll just start calling you Dot because I asked you to pronounce your name, but it literally just be Dot. So welcome in, Dot. I don't know how else to pronounce your name, bro. But yeah, listen, It's going to be a weird one, man, because I don't think that these players at the moment, I think they're kind of waiting to see whether these players are going to be like usable in the new update. And I'm talking about the new update coming in March, not the one that we have at the moment. I'll also open up these free ones as well. Yo, Shahed, I said hello, bro. I said hello, man. I said hello, lads. So we have Yoruki. We have him. He's not going to be any good, man. These players, lads, I honestly don't think that these players are that good. You know, I mean, if you look at any of these players now, they're kind of all dependent on just having B rating. You know, that's basically what it is. Low balance, low tight possession for an attacking midfielder, creative playmaker. If I get lucky and I get one of these guys, yeah, great. But for me, I don't think that they're really worth it. Honestly, I don't. It depends. You'll have two sections, right? You either want to play meta or you want to play for fun casual. If you're playing meta, you do need to have a certain style of player to play on your play style. Whether that's a run and gun, whether that's a crossing, you need to pick what style you want, or else have a mixture of two styles. Because most people only have one style, and if they beat you on that style, they'll stay doing it. If they are losing on that style, they'll switch it up and switch to plan B. So we don't get anybody there. But yeah, the next big update, lads, is looking like it's going to be coming on March the 7th, which is 13 days from now. So it's like 2 Thursdays from now. We're going to have new nominating contracts here as well. So we'll get in and we'll see how Odegaard is. We'll get him into the squad. Now, Odegaard is going to make a big difference in a team like this. Namely because if we are going to be playing Odegaard, Bastoni's on A form as well, boys. That could be rather tasty. Hex, thank you for becoming an assistant manager, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Give your GGs to Hex, boys. We're back in action, man. We're back on the grind. Odegaard is going to come straight in here into the squad. Yo, Amarak, welcome in, bro. Julio, welcome in. E1, welcome in as well. I already said hello to you, bro. Niahan, welcome in. Dimitar. I didn't pack Schmeichel, lads. And to be honest, I'll switch over to my main account. But I don't think... I mean, did you actually go for Schmeichel? Let me start a poll here, right? Let me start a little quick poll. Did you spin for Schmeichel? Because honestly, I don't think that he's worth spinning for. And I'll tell you why. Because if you are going to get a chance, if you're playing up the levels against somebody that's quite decent at the game, it doesn't matter if you've got Casillas, Cech, Schmeichel, or Onana in goals. A good player will score against you 7 or 8 times out of 10. Baby. They just will, man. They just will. Because good players are able to just score against you at ease. I think I have Cech on my main profile. That's pretty much the main man for me. So I don't really feel like I need to have him. You know, that kind of way. I don't really feel like I need to have... I can get Garnacho in there. And I'll also take off Gallagher for Marquinhos. Who else is there, man? Dunk was actually quite good last day for us as well, you know. I'll get him in for Bruno. Who else is on A form, boys? A or B? So we have Sally... We have this guy, right midfielder, Bastoni, Pooley. Yeah, we've got some nice players, man. But to be honest with you, I'll just stick with what we know here. There's no point in switching it up too much. But let's see, man. We'll get Odegaard in. I think we'll get Odegaard in here as our main kind of like linchpin CMF. Not box to box such as Bellingham, but somebody that can do it all. And I honestly don't feel like that Schmeichel is worth it. Honestly, I just don't. Sid, thank you for becoming an assistant manager, bro. Thank you, member for a month. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. We'll also do at the end of the stream, lads, as well. We'll do a little bit of a look at like kind of what the top guys are doing now. Because obviously it changes every week. You can see here that this is for the AC Milan event. Obviously, he probably hasn't played since then. But Rafael Leao and Tomori in the squad. A lot of people using Rafael Leao. Even though I don't personally think he's that good. I do feel that Rafael Leao is still very usable. No Schmeichel for me. I heard Cech is better. Don't bother. I'm saving for Rijkaard. Well, Rijkaard's going to be coming on Monday as far as I know. So these are the players that people are thinking are going to be coming on Monday. Rijkaard, Baggio and Ambrosini. But it also could be Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho could be coming as well. We're not 100% sure yet. So they're the players there. Oh my days. A 1 bar for my first game back. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. Honestly, man. That is a joke. It's not even an event. But yeah, for me, Schmeichel, lads, if I come up against Schmeichel, like, there isn't going to be much of a difference that Schmeichel is going to make on my squad when I have Petr Cech. There just isn't. Because if I'm going to come up against somebody, you might have 1 or 2 games, right? If you're going for top ranking, if you're going for top 1,000 or top 500 in the world, you might have 1 or 2 games that where like Schmeichel will save you, like with a ridiculously good save, okay? But it's not going to be the difference between you getting to top 500 or not. That's just my personal opinion. There's a lot of players like that, what I call luxury players. They're players that you can get, as a luxury item. You can bring them on when the game is playing and flowing for you and you're beasting. You can bring them on and they can be really good for you. But like for me, Donnarumma, Courtois, Casillas, Cech, Oliver Kahn, Schmeichel. Oh man, look at this. Lads, we're going to have to restart, aren't we? We're going to have to restart, man. I'm saving for right card. Hey, Barry, what's the crack? Happy to see you back. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. What's with the matchmaking, boys? Is this the way it's been? Because I do not like this one bit. Let me restart my game. I don't like this as a start now, boys. I'll be honest with you, man. Can't wait for Baggio and Rijkaard. Yeah, well, Baggio and Rijkaard especially is going to be an interesting one. And I'll tell you why. Because he's a unique type player. I personally think that if somebody was to ask me who I think is the best player in the game, that literally the number 1 world player, the number 1 rank in the world could play with, or somebody that's never played eFootball before, who would be the number 1 player, that if you could pick in a draft, who would be the number 1 player to have in your dream team, starting off from day 1? I would say that player is Patrick Vieira. That would be my opinion on it. Patrick Vieira, the one that I have on my main account. I don't have him on this account. Other than that, I would probably say then it's a mixture of your play style, whether it's Romario for you, whether you like to, to be comfortable at the back with Araujo or Tomiyasu. I would probably say if I could pick any 3 players to start off, if I was starting my journey in the morning to top rank, I would probably base my team around having Vieira in the middle of the park, and then I would probably look for a striker. I would probably pick Romario, but you could slot in other players there, based on how your play style is. If you play a lot of quick counter, or you play a lot of direct one-touch passing and going, Rafael Leao can be a beast for you. Mbappe can be a beast for you. Neymar, the free Neymar, can be a beast for you. Mine would be Romario. I just seem to be able to play with him brilliantly. But there's lots of different players that you could use with that. But yeah, Schmeichel wouldn't even be in the top 5 players if I was improving my squad. You know what I mean? Like I would probably have Vieira, then Romario, then I would probably have an AMF, which I think is a really important position. Then I would probably have a centre back. Then you're on to maybe, your goalkeeper being your 5th choice, because goalkeepers are not going to determine whether you get top rank or not, because you can save a lot of shots. And sometimes your goalkeepers will just turn into banana hands, lads. They won't be able to catch anything. Everything will slip, parry, rebound, everything. So it just depends, man. Oh man, if this is going to be the day of it now, lads, I swear to God, man, it's not going to be a long stream, because I don't need to. I don't even care, man. I don't even care. Like I just want to come back and chill, man. Steven says 120 spins for Schmeichel and Dixon. No Schmeichel for me. Who else is there, lads? Ronaldinho won't come. He's a left winger. Oh, Ronaldinho's a left winger. Okay, my apologies, boys. I hate playing against the Odegaard. Somehow I can't get the ball from him. The Odegaard is a beast. Get ready, Bar. I've had horrible lag this week. Take ages to find matches. Donnarumma's good enough for me. Oh, man, this is bad, man. What is going on, man? What is going on, man? That's 2 games now that I failed to get into. Hey, Barry, apologies for mentioning our channel. This is mean to promote that rather those. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. We're going to have to listen. The Discord, man, is another day's story. The problem with the Discord, honestly, is that it's kind of. I wanted to keep it very unmodded, so to speak. But the problem is at the moment is that it's set up at the moment where I don't really have any input on moderating it, because the way it's set up. So I'm waiting to kind of release an update for it, or to kind of refresh it and overhaul it. Because, I don't expect people to read all through the rules and stuff like that if other people aren't following them. So it's just about kind of yeah, I mean, everyone, the thing about the Discord, man, is that, everybody has a different opinion on banter, on crack, on things that they do and don't enjoy. And then obviously everyone has a different age gap, and there's different people that have different, maturity and stuff like that. So when I say something, somebody might take offense to it. I don't mean to cause offense by it if I'm talking about Collar's big schlong, but somebody might take offense to it if they're like, 16 or 17-year-old young guy, or a 50-year-old man. You know what I mean? So it's just about having the Discord as a place that we can all get along while still having the banter. So yeah, we'll fix up the Discord a bit. All right, let's see what this guy's rocking, man. All right, he's playing a 4-1-2-3 English, kind of an English hybrid team, I would say, with Guardiola. We'll get Dunk in, boys. Dunk has been good for us, although Rudy is Caicedo in. No, I'm happy enough to start this team, boys. I'm happy enough to start this one because we've Caicedo to bring in. We'll bring in Rudy. Bellingham is up as well. Let's just test out Odegaard, man. Let's test him out. It's my first game back in ages. Oh, I thought I had a cup of tea, but I don't. Yeah, well, when Rijkaard comes out, we'll make him up, man. We'll make him up. James, how are you? Hope you had a great holiday. We did, man. We did. It was much needed, man. It was much needed. It was much needed, man. We did need a good break, and Switzerland was amazing. So thank you, bro. I got Schmeichel after 8 eating spins. He is not that OP. Yeah, well, the thing is, a goalkeeper, how good is a goalkeeper going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, how good is a goalkeeper actually going to... Ooh, feels nice and responsive today, boys. Oh, this guy now is coming out to the deep waters already with the auto passing. Oh, Odegaard, that's nice. You'd no right to get that, Odegaard. Oh, lads, it feels so weird being back, man. This is the first time I've played a PS5 in, like, 8 days. Oh, my holy moly. Game feels smooth, though, lads. We did have trouble connecting at the start, but it feels smooth now. Oh, man, mind the gap. Lovely. Oh, no. Oh, that is absolutely outrageous from Maradona. First one back. We're going to do the free reset, lads. After we test Odegaard, we're going to do a free reset on my main profile. Lucas is in the chat. El Presidente Carnage, the god of anarchy. This could be a goal, and it is. Oh, it's a great manual save, lads. That's a great manual save. But at least I'm in his head now because he knows that he's going to have to move the keeper against me. Press forward with my right back. Wan-Bissaka. Lovely. That'll do. He's giving me lots of room, lads. Oh, that's a lovely manual block as well. Here's Songkrasen, lads. I did a video on Songkrasen. People thought I was trolling. Oh, Odegaard. I did a video on him, man, and people thought I was trolling, saying that Songkrasen is probably the best free attacking midfielder in the game. He's outrageous, man. Ooh, just off. Abdullah! Thank you, brother. Give your GGs to Abdullah the Beast. We're back on a Friday, and that is a beautiful one from Abdullah. We've also had 2 memberships signing up. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Give that a thumbs up, boys. Give that a thumbs up. Appreciate the generosity, man. It's huge. Odie. There's the pass we want. What a pass! Maradona! What a pass from Odegaard. That's an outrageous pass from Odegaard, lads. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We're going to save that clip, boys. We're actually going to save that clip because I'm going to do a video on Odegaard, man. What an unbelievable pass from Odegaard. I didn't think that was on, especially with the way the passing has been the last couple of weeks. But hopefully the passing is fixed a little bit. Diaz. It's a great ball, but we're back there. Ricey. Songkrasen. Get the whole thing moving. Little top touch and go. Little pop and go. Maradona with the little flick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, Abdullah. I love that, man. We love that. We love that support. This guy, do you know what this guy is doing wrong, man? Without analysing him too much. He's just too pressured. He's putting too much pressure on me. And once, if he can get the ball back when he's pressuring me, brilliant. But if he can't, I'm just going to have so much time on the ball to pick my chances and to pick where I want to put the ball. That's the risk you take when you're playing against a possession-based player, which I am. You know? Odegaard, put in a shift now, Odegaard. That'll do. That's lovely, lads. It's lovely, Odegaard. Carry now, carry. Neymar, he's gone. Am I on? Am I on with Neymar? Neymar! We'll seal the deal, boys. We're not going to miss that. See what I mean there? If that guy has Schmeichel in goals, it's the same result. It's the same result, man. Odegaard with 2 brilliant assists on his debut. There's nothing wrong with that, boys. Thank you, Blue. Good morning, Gilroy. Good morning also to Eddie. Welcome in, boys. Welcome in. We're back, boys. We're back. We're getting a nice, easy game in. Not saying that this guy is an easy opponent or whatever, but he's playing right into my hands with the pressure. Odegaard, do you have a bit of a shot on you? All right. This guy's just... Do you see what I mean by him being too horny, man? New Van Dijk is the best CB in the game. Can really feel that physical contact. I don't know, man. That's a very bold claim now, I would say. Oof! That's a bold claim to say Van Dijk is the best CB in the game. Are you comparing him with, like, non-legends? Because I would say that, like, Tomiyasu and Araujo are in a completely different sphere, man. Honestly. They're a completely different sphere. And we did our tier list, lads. Odegaard is nice on the ball, man. He is actually quite nice on the ball, I'll be honest. He's got good movement, good feet. Slick dribbling. Oh my days, Odegaard, behave! Woohoo! Sandkrasson with the run again. Making it super easy for me. Oh, lads, we're cooking! We're cooking! We're cooking on high heat! That is beautiful, lads. What a passage of play, man. Just feels really smooth. Odegaard is a beast. I like that dribble, man. When you're able to dribble with somebody, that's what I'm talking about with their speed. It doesn't really matter. It's all got to do with their style. Oh, it's a bad ball. Grimaldo. We're dancing. Watch Sandkrasson, boys. Watch him. He closed the gap. Oh, that's a bad pass, though. Passing still feels a little funky, man, from what I remember the other day when I was playing, like a week ago. Dribbling and the attacking part of this game, I think, is at a high point if you hold the ball. Watch Sandkrasson back there, lads. He questioned that video when I put it out. I saw a few people question that video and say, oh, why did you put this on Sandkrasson? There's the answer, man. There's the answer. Oh! Oof. Guardian Varane has been mad for me so far. Lanky interceptions. Yeah, well, the players that are taller than like around 190, but are also fast and mobile, Vieira, Rijkaard, Varane, those players are the meta. Araujo, Tomiyasu, they're the real meta players. What a ball in. Oh, what a header. And it's game over. Maradona with the header, lads. Maradona, baby. This guy's cooked, man. He's cooked on high heat. Beautiful. Nice game to get back into, boys. Modernist. Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. We enjoyed that one, man, if we did play against you. That was last week. So hope it was a fun game for you, man. Hope it wasn't laggy. Hope it wasn't unresponsive. Did you beat me or did I beat you, man? I think I would have beat you because I was on fire the last stream. See what I mean, lads? It's like Schmeichel would save that as well, but that's a manual save there with Casillas. Like, what more do I want from a goalkeeper there? Go on. Go on. Go on, swing it in if you're going to swing it. No, you cut the gap now. (3-0). This Odegaard looks really good, man. I'll be honest. I've got 2 really good clips from him so far in this game. Yeah, Aldair is a beast as well. Tywin, what's up, brother? How are you, man? I hope you're good. We're back, lads, and I'll be honest, lads. I was glad of the break of eFootball, man. I think my biggest thing is I missed like the crack with G guys, but I think that this game at the moment is very stale. You know what I mean? It needs a fresh injection of something. You know, it needs something. It needs a mode. It needs a big gameplay patch. It needs to be freshened up with like a content loop. I feel like that the best part of this game is kind of like having the crack and stuff, you know? Oh, no. Neymar. Don't do it, Neymar. Oh, what a save. What a save. I just feel like the best crack is having the crack, man. That's what it is. With this road to glory, everything just flows. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about results. You don't have to worry about what you're trying to do. It's just a bit of banter, man. But Odegaard looks good, I'll be honest. Odegaard does look good. His movement is very nice for an AMF, especially as a creative. Oh, that's a lovely ball. There's too much cooking on it. Luca, out wide has been working well. We're playing on our road to glory. We usually try and play out wide with a 4-3-3. We have switched up a little bit. But kind of what I want from my attacking midfielders, or my kind of like ball playing CMF, is to be able to pass, dribble and shoot. That's kind of what I want from him. Neymar with the run. Neymar into Declan Rice. Good save. Ronaldo. Oh, I should have popped that instead of passing it. I was trying to get the clip with Odi. That's why I feel at the moment, I think that they're kind of struggling to like reinvent the wheel, because they're probably waiting for the next big update to come, which is understandable. Oh, terrible pass, Nate. And I haven't even needed to call on my subs in this game too much. I've just kept this guy under pressure. And this guy is playing possession style, but like, there's no point playing possession style if you're not playing possession, you know? Nice Paul. Nah. Ronaldo back post to Neymar. It's a swinger. Yeah, boys, happy Friday. Oh, no, man. What is that for a touch, man? What is that for a touch, man? Hope Santa Ponza is treating Collar well. Just a quick question. If you stick out wide at a pretty standard 5-3-2, how does it affect movement and stuff? Honestly, missed it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I missed you guys as well. Honestly, the highlight of me with eFootball at the moment, you know, it's not to be... Honestly, boys, you know, like, when you get to my age, or you get... Like, I've been involved in this community a long time. You know, you realize, man, everything just repeats. Every pattern repeats after a while. You know what I mean? You have the same people playing the same roles. You have different people playing different roles. But essentially, man, if you can't have fun with this game, I don't think that you should be playing it. It's as simple as that. You know? That's the way I look at it, man. You know, and that's kind of what I tried to create here, man, is to have something a bit different, something a bit more fun. And basically just have banter. You know, slagging each other, messing, all that stuff, man. You know, it's not about being the best. It's not about being anything. Because I didn't miss winning games when I was like away on holidays. Honestly, I didn't. I missed the crack. I missed the carnage. I miss the crack in stream if I'm struggling, if the rage is taking me over. I miss arguing with you guys. You know, that's kind of... Oh, what a pass. Oh, a little skippy to Neymar. Neymar, do it for me. Oh, it's cheeky. So, yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Because there's always going to be somebody better than you, somebody bigger than you, somebody always that, man. It's just about creating the crack. And that's honestly what I missed. You know, it's just the crack. Testing players, seeing what you think, hearing different opinions. And Schmeichel has kind of alienated a few people, I think, because he's not as good as people thought he was going to be. Michael Harrison, to answer your question, bro, if you're playing a 5 at the back, man, what tactics are you using? Because I would say that you can achieve, with the way the game is defensively at the moment, you can achieve whatever you're trying to go for with 4 at the back. You know, I've played a good bit with 5 at the back in the early days, just to test things out. I've pretty much tested everything in this game thoroughly over the last 2 years. 5 at the back does limit you with your chance creation, which is the main thing I think to improve upon. Everything else is null and void if you can't crack your chance creation. What I mean by chance creation is how you actually create your chances. Like, what patterns of play work for you, and are you able to replicate them? For me, as I've said, if somebody lets me, I don't care if it's the #1 rank in the world, right? They wouldn't let you. But if he did let me, if he let me hold the ball and do dribbles like this, right? I'd cook anybody, because that's my strengths. Tight dribbling like this, getting fouls, drawing in a player and then getting a foul, drawing in another player and creating space. When I lose games, people don't let me do that. And that's what the problem is, you know, for me. That's what I struggle with. Let's see if Odegaard can pop this in, boys. put a nice bit of curl on it. Ooh, that was nice, man. That was nice. Odegaard with 2 assists and a goal in his first game. I tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, baby. So what happens is that, like, what I see most people struggling with, I've talked about at length. If you want to improve yourself at the game, if you want to improve yourself at this game and you want to become a better player, you have to be able to create chances that suit your play style. There's no point looking at somebody that has got like a 100 win streak, right? And being like, oh, I want to play like him, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. You have to find what works for you, and you have to be able to enforce that on your opponent. And the better the opponent, the harder that is to do. That's why you need like plan A, plan B. This guy's just lost the rag now, man. Yeah, I tell you, Odegaard feels good, man. But the player of the weeks always feel good. Well, Lucas, I honestly think, man, chance creation is is something that a lot of people don't understand. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like playing football simple. Simple pass, simple moves, simple things. No, it's not. It's not about repetition or like meta, Chris. If you want to play meta, bro, that's what meta is. Meta is doing the most effective tactic available or possible. That's what meta is. So, for example, if you want to play meta, you just have to play 3 up front, 3 centre backs. Like, look, I'll show you the meta, man. If you're looking to play meta, it's usually a combination between anything. Meta isn't a dirty word, lads. Meta is what works in the game most effectively. 3 CBs, 3 centre forwards, a ball winner, a ball carrier, and a blocker. That's what it is all the time. We can do a video, if you go back and watch my meta videos from a year ago, 2 years ago, or in 6 months from now, the meta is never going to change. Ever. It's never going to change unless they bring in 1 pass assistance and they bring in that there's a button for first touch, that you need to create your own space. Because at the moment, everything is automated in this game. It's very pick up and play, which is fine. The skill gap comes from something else. You know? Again, 3 centre backs, 3 centre forwards, ball winner in Vieira, all-rounder in Schneider, and all-rounder in Pirlo. Pirlo's going to help out Vieira to mop up the ball. If this guy with his skill level gets the ball to either Mbappe, Leao, or Messi enough in the box, it's game over for you. So playing meta is about repetition. It's about doing the same thing the whole time. You know? That's what it is, man. I like chance creation for me is more about doing what you are good at doing. If that's meta, brilliant. If it's not meta, if it's out wide, get as good as you possibly can at out wide. You don't have to win every game, man. I've got bad news for some of us in the chat, including myself in this. Not all of us are ever going to become esports professionals, man. It's just not going to happen because it needs to be a perfect blend of everything else. You need time, you need consistency, you need to be able to play multiple games a week, a day, a month. So it's all about picking what you want to do in your chance creation. But there is a couple of simple things that you can do to improve your chance creation. And the number one thing that a lot of people won't tell you that are just really good at the game, a lot of what they do is they find what they're good at doing, right? They'll vary it a little bit, they'll alter it a little bit from the meta, and they'll bring that into their play. So that if you come up against sometimes, that's why I talk about sometimes with bad matchups. When I talk about bad matchups, I don't talk about playing a guy that is better than me or I'm better than him. It's the same way as that if somebody that is playing me has 3 at the back. Pez Styles, welcome in, brother. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in, man. What's good? If somebody is a bad matchup against me, if they're playing 3 at the back, it's usually a bad matchup for them against me because I'm an out wide player. Now, this guy's got a god squad. Neymar free, but he's got Xavi, Beckham, he's got free Costa Curta and De Ligt at the back, Neuer in goals. Very solid team, very well built. He's playing with Pep Guardiola possession style. He's playing a 4-3-3. He's pretty much playing a proper 4-3-3, 4-1-2-3. Beckham is a bit of a weak point for me. But my squad is not as good as this. 3-0-5 versus 3-0-7-8. But when I talk about chance creation, a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand what you mean by chance creation. Chance creation is not just doing the same thing over and over again. It's doing what you're good at doing and continuing to do it. In any walk of life, man, in business, in anything, you get the best people in to do the best job they can at that thing. You know, you don't have an engineer plumbing a house. You don't have a plumber doing carpentry and doing the woodwork on a house. You get the guys into the job to do the best job that they can do, and that's what it is. You don't have Virgil van Dijk at Liverpool, who's one of the best CBs in the game. Klopp doesn't have him playing up front. You know what I mean? You use the best players that you have at your disposal, and it's the same in eFootball, man. And that's why I talk about a lot, is that if somebody lets you play and lets you do what you're good at doing, you will win more often than not. Now, we're not talking about scripting and responsiveness issues and input delay and lag and all that. That's a complete, different story. I'm talking about in a vacuum, on a perfect, example of, what we're talking about. That's kind of what I'm talking about. And compartmentalizing the issues. Straight away, I'm putting this guy under pressure now. And if I score first, he's in big trouble, because then he's on the back foot straight away. No, Lucas, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. I feel like, honestly, man, look at the esports scene at the moment, man. Look at the esports scene. You know what I'm saying? I think where this game shines, honestly, I think where this game shines is by being able to enjoy the game for what it is. And and if it's not for you, then just, playing something else. This game is now, in my life, this game is it's an enjoyable thing that I do. It's the same as watching Netflix or watching something like that. If I sit down to watch Netflix, I'm not watching Netflix to become, the next great Steven Spielberg or the next great director. You know what I'm saying? You can just literally play this game just for enjoyment. That's the thing. And that's why I think a lot of people that play... Oh, Maradona, a bit of strength. That's why a lot of people that are playing this game now for fun are looking at doing. Oh, Odegaard with another assist. Son Krasen. Neymar. Oh, man, that was a beautiful, beautiful move. That's the thing with esports, man. It's... The game is not esports ready, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I think that the game has big potential. I think that this game definitely has big potential in the future if they do things right. But they need to get the right people in, man. That's the biggest thing with the esports. They need to grow it as a brand. They need to grow it as kind of something that's able to be marketed. You know what I mean? It's not just all about one factor. It has to be about multiple factors. That's what it's all about, man. You know? If you look at any successful esports streamable game, it's not just one aspect of the game that's successful. You know, it has to be, a lot of the time, man, with esports, it has to be sexy, man. You have to have good matchups. You have to have everything kind of ticking away, you know? That's what it is. The story behind it sometimes is as good as what's on the pitch. You know, it's like a boxing match, man. That's what it's like. You have to be able to sell it. You have to be able to say, right, these guys met, there's a bit of a rivalry here. They need to work on that, I think. But there is a lot of potential for it. I'll be honest with you. There's a huge potential for it if they want to crack into it. It just depends whether they want to crack into it or not. But for me, my enjoyment coming with the game is about, playing the game for what it is at the moment. And looking for better things and hoping that it becomes better. But also accepting that it might never get to the stage where I personally would be 100% happy to be able to, Case in point. I'm after conceding a goal because of that. Look. Now, when you see stuff like this happening, man, you just have to just shrug your shoulders and say, you know what? That's just why the game is not really meant to be taken too seriously, man. That it's not that deep when you lose games. Because when you see stuff like that happening. Yeah, Lucas, unless you're playing big ones, man. Unless you're playing in big tournaments for League of Legends or stuff like that, or Fortnite, where there's millions of quid on the line. In terms of sports game, man, it's different, you know? In terms of sports games. But listen, Pizza Boy, that's what it is, man. Some people play this game and they're playing it because they want to be top 50 in the world, which is brilliant, right? Somebody has the aspirations to be top 50 in the world, so that they can take a screenshot and put it up on Twitter or Reddit or Facebook or Instagram or Bebo or whatever they want to put it up on and say like, look, I'm, you know, rank 1, 2, 3, 50, 100, 500. Brilliant. Like, that's absolutely brilliant. I don't shit on anybody. But I don't think that the game, as you saw here, like this, man, I don't think the game with the gameplay the way it is, there's too many factors in it that stop it from being very, very, very highly competitive. Is the potential there? Yes. But look at this. I mean, how can you actually imagine losing a match on live stream like that? Now, he finishes it well, in fairness to him. Take nothing away from the opponent. It's not the opponent's fault that he scored that goal. And if I'm good enough, I'll still beat him. But what I'm saying is that, like, unless you're playing this game for what it is, I think that the frustrations creep through. Shoulder charge, you know, stuff happening that shouldn't happening. Like, it's just the way it is, man. And this guy could go on now and very well beat me. Yo, Dex, what's up, brother? Yeah, Lucas, but that's what it is, man. A lot of people do get a little bit kind of bogged down in it. And honestly, I just take this game for what it is now. You know? I just take this game for what it is. Now, that doesn't mean that I accept mediocrity. That doesn't mean to say that I accept mediocrity where it's like, oh, like you're happy that the game is this way or you're happy that those things happen. You just shrug your shoulders and move on. Taken out of context, yeah, you could say that. But in the wider picture, I'm just saying to you is that, like, the game is what it is. So, I mean, not accepting what the game is, like, you're basically only fooling yourself. You know what I mean? If you're coming on and you're winning 50 games out of 50 and then you lose one game, that frustration of losing one game is going to outweigh you winning the 50 before it. Oh man, what was that? What the hell? That's like transfigured me in. Oh man, it's just a little bit off today. I'm a little bit off, not the game. Game feels fine, in fairness. I'm lucky enough. We'll get this guy though, boys. We'll get him. Yeah, like, I watch a lot of COD, and like, the scene on COD, man, is ridiculous. Like, it's just so good. Like, in terms of like what you can achieve and the prize pool and stuff like that. And it's nowhere near, obviously, what you're saying, League of Legends. It's nowhere near that even, but it's still a good kind of like example because COD is so pick up and play. This guy's giving me a bit of trouble, man. Nice. Ricey. And in fairness to him, he's actually got a nice style about him. It's a great ball. Oh, man, he's after butchering me, man. The ref has got his whistle, man. The ref has forgot his whistle. Things are changing. Every time it's hard to get used to. Last week was the worst. Yeah, well, I missed last week. I didn't play it at all. I've only had one chance, man. This guy's not a bad player. Who remembers Bebo, man? That is a blast from the past. That's the thing, like, people have the same argument about, like, you know, you have that same argument between pay to play and pay to win and all that. Like, at the end of the day, really, who cares, man? If you're happy to spend money on a video game, you know, it is what it is. That's the way I look at it. Started with Declan Rice, finishes with Declan Rice. Am I on? No, I'm off. Just off, man. Yo, John, welcome in, bro. Welcome in, brother. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why did name... What the hell, man? What's going on with this game today? Good hit. Michael, we did a load, man. We were there for 6 days. It was brilliant, man. We climbed mountains, we did hikes, we did everything, man. We did as much as we possibly could. We actually started in Zurich. Man, the responsiveness of Neymar today is killing me. Not bad. Not bad. That's bad. One songy. All right, boys. We're in trouble, man. Nothing's going right in this game. Everything's going his way. We need to switch it up. If he scores a second goal, it's game over. Well done, Decky. Don't be offside now. Oh, man. I knew I was going to miss that. I knew. That's why I started laughing. I knew I was going to miss that with the angle that he took. Caused the confusion. This is what I'm talking about, man. When the game is like this, you just have to accept that, like, some matches are like this. The skill level of my opponent is irrelevant now. This is what I'm talking about the whole time. Everything feels laboured, everything is off. I get a direct chance in front of goal by ripping him apart, and I just can't score. I hit the post. And you know you're in trouble when things like this happen. Because he's just gliding towards me. Look, the ball is just not going anywhere near my players. Look at this, man. Look at this for a goal to concede. Look. Watch this pass here. The ball is just drifting past me. And that's what I'm saying. That's why you just have to accept that this game is not ready competitively yet. That's the thing. That's not to say that this guy isn't a good player. That's the thing. Like, that's never an issue with me. But, like, I literally can't win the ball off this guy, no matter what I do. Offside, was I? The player of the week cards, man. The player of the week cards, it's because of their form. When they're on A, form cards are really, really good. That's the way it's worked for a long time. Yeah, but that's just the game, man. That's why I'm saying it to you, is that you can't take it too seriously. That you shouldn't be taking it too seriously. That's the thing. Some people do, and that's fair enough. But there is some variables within this game, man, that you just can't take seriously. Or else you'd go crazy, you'd lose your mind. Like, this guy literally can't defend, man. He literally is just holding the pressure button. But why bother learn how to defend when he can just do this? Go on a counter-attack and absolutely rinse me apart. And beat me 3-0. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying to you, there's no point in getting upset about this game when it's like this. You know? You saw the chance I missed at the top. This guy is absolutely spanking me. All the dribbling from the last game is gone. All my interceptions are gone. Everything is gone. And this guy's team is good, don't get me wrong. But it's not a pay to win thing. It's just the game, man. Just things are off. That's what it is. My players are just unresponsive. Like, I can't. My players are just magnetized away from the ball. Now, this guy playing this against me and beating me 3-0, he can think he's a beast and that he's absolutely after cooking me. And he is. But that's the thing. When this happens and stuff like this happens, you just have to chalk it down that the game is just in this state at the moment. Now, there will be gameplay changes, yeah. That's not a rumor. That is pretty much confirmed. Every big season, they have updates. I am a crybaby, David. You're right, bro. You're right. You're right. I have lots of tears running down my face, bro. Listen, man, the thing is, right, the people that understand this game and understand it, like, know what I'm talking about, man. The people that don't understand it, like David there, it just shows, you know what I mean? It just shows that you don't understand it. It's not about winning or losing. I could care less whether I win games or not. That's why I'm not even complaining about losing this game. This guy is beating me fair and square. There's no complaint. What I'm saying to you is that if you go back and look at this game, that's basically what my point is about the whole game. The game can turn on a side for you, man, where you literally look like you literally become a bad player that can't intercept anything. You can go from winning 5-6-0 against an opponent that's, you know, on the same skill level to losing a game 5-6-0. Where nothing works for you. Passes, dribbles, anything. It's not about crying about it, man. This guy completely destroyed me. No complaints. He had 11 shots. He deserved to beat me with what we played. But as I said, I would be surprised if this guy was higher than Division 2. Now, I could be wrong. There we go. That's why I'm saying. It's not about the opponent, man. It's about the game. That's it. We'd see, man. We'd see. That's why the game is just meant to be for fun, man. That's the thing. Because this game would absolutely drive you to despair if you were to sit down and have your main goal to get top 50 in the game. Because you eventually, no matter what, unless you are playing meta and unless you are playing the most effective way possible with the most effective setup, you're going to get games like that. And that's without me saying that I'm a good player. That's taking my skill level off the thing. Let's just say that guy is the best ever player in the game. Let's just say that it's Eterito or Uzmakable playing on a different profile. It's irrelevant, man. It's irrelevant. That's as I said. If you're in the chat and you can't see what I'm talking about with this clip, this is what I'm talking about. And it's not about complaining about losing a game, man. You know? This is what I'm saying to you. Look, you can't. Oh no, 3-bar. Why'd I take that? I shouldn't have taken this one, boys. But that's my point in a nutshell there, right? No advice, no skill level, no nothing here. People will say in the chat, oh, maybe you should have let the ball run through you, right? Why would I let the ball run through me, man? I want to take this ball on the same way as I take this ball on my chest or on my head every time that I play this game. Look, that's his first goal that he gets. Now, it's a great finish. There's no complaint about him finishing it, man. There's no complaint about him finishing it whatsoever. When you lose a game, it's seen as bitching. When you win a game, it's seen as just highlighting problems. It's highlighting issues the whole time. You know? That's what it is. I could have just glossed over that and say, oh, this game is brilliant. But I don't. I call it out as I see it, man. Odegaard in the last game had 1 goal and 2 assists, and my opponent couldn't touch the ball off him. That guy, I literally couldn't touch the opponent off my, or get the ball off my opponent. For people that understand that, they'll see it. For people that don't understand it, that's fine. That's why I'm trying to explain it. You don't have to go on about it all the time. It's forgotten about now. This guy is playing a 3-1-2-4 with a Pedro back at the back. Yo, Lou, what's up, brother? Exactly, Lucas. That's it, man. That's exactly it, man. That's exactly it. Well, that's what it's all about, man. And you can think that you're the best player in the world. You can be the best player in the world. Once you're having fun with it, man, that's all that matters at this game. That's all that matters, man. Pez Styles, how did the retirement go, man? I knew you'd be back, man. I knew you'd be back. Because that's the thing. The game is fun to play. Like, we lost that game. It doesn't matter, man. That's what I'm trying to get through, man. I don't care if I win or lose games unless I'm going for a win streak or I'm going for a top whatever. You know? My enjoyment of the game is like playing the game how I want to play it. Regardless of result. That doesn't mean that I can't bitch and moan and be frustrated when I lose a game and highlight issues. Of course I'm going to do that. I mean, I'm not a robot. I'm not just going to sit here with no interaction and not speak. You know? But I just wasn't able to do that in the last game, man. I just didn't have the responsiveness in the game. You can call it script, you can call it DDA, you can call it whatever that you want. But people that know this game will know, and that's it. And people that don't know about it will find out the hard way. Because you will find out. It doesn't matter if you win 99 games out of 100. That 100 game could drive you to delete the game. If you're playing it competitively and you're trying to be the best player in the world. And trust me, I've talked to players that have been the best player in the world. You know? I've talked to professional players that have competed at esports. They could like play 100 matches and win 99, and that one game that they lose is the frustrating one that keeps them up at night. That's what it is, man. That's why you have to just be able to park your experience with the game, in my opinion. Collar will come in, man. Collar will come in. But you have to decide, I think, the biggest decision that you need to make is whether you want to play this game for wins or you want to play this game to do something different. That's really what the decision is about. Because if you want to play this game for like fun and stuff, you can mix up a lot of different play styles and play with a lot of different teams. But you can't start bitching about the game then if like you start to struggle. Because the game really forces you to play a certain way. The game is basically saying, listen, you need to play this formation. This is what works. This is the way the game is coded. And if you don't play that, you are essentially swimming against the current. You're swimming upstream. That's what it is. Now, these jerseys are black on my screen, lads. Black versus... Oh yeah, well they're a bit funky, are they? Odegaard is quite good, lads. His movement is really good, which is what I like. Lads, can you see my face, man? It's burnt. Can you see that? Penno. Should be a penno, but it's not. Great ball. Oh, that would have been a good goal, boys. I wasn't looking, but... Maradona is exactly what Pez Style said. He's not... Do you know what I mean? He's a dribbler out wide, but he's not fast enough to be a speed dribbler. So it's all about slowing the play down. And a lot of the time you can't do that because it's just so easy to press in this game. Compared to Neymar, who's so direct. Look... Ball into feet, quick turn, quick feet, and he's in. Man, I got absolutely burnt on the top of the mountain. Oh my god, man, it was so bad. My face is peeling. I don't know if you guys can see the peel. Peely. Chiba. You're cheeky, Chiba. You're cheeky. No, man, my face is actually really burnt. I'll try and show you a close-up in a sec. Good goal. This guy actually deserves a goal, lads. He's playing some nice football. Do you see the announcement of OG Battlefront being ported to current consoles and PC? I did, yeah. Xbox are going to be doing a lot of that stuff. So, I mean, they're bringing all... Aren't they bringing all the new games as well for Call of Duty? Aren't they bringing them all to Game Pass? Ah, no, man. Why is that ball ignoring Soundcrass in there? Interesting. Weird. Jesus, man, this feels crazy.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nice ball from Nkunku. Sorry, boys, I'm coughing into the stream, man. Some people need to get to 40 years to effectively understand what you were saying. Yeah, but Lucas, the thing is, man, like, I've often said this before, like, time is the most valuable asset, man. That's the most valuable asset. It's the one thing you can't get back. Honestly, it's the one thing you can't get back. And when you're a driven, competitive person, you're always trying to win everything. And it's hard. It's hard to switch off and just accept mediocrity. But at the end of the day, man, the game is what it is. It's not about accepting it. It's just understanding it. You know? This guy is fouling me left and right, man. And I'm just not getting any frees. So why would he change my playstyle? Or change his playstyle? He doesn't need to. Son crossing. Nkunku. Back to Son crossing. Great save. Oh! What a guard! What a save. Guys, look at my face, man. Can you see it? No, you can get to Division 1 with normal players, man. You can get to Division 1 with normal players. You can get to Division 1 with collar. You can get to Division 1. But look, right, I'll just show you. Yeah, but everyone has different learning curves with the game. Eventually you will run into a lot of stuff in the game that it's like, how did that happen? Where you're left scratching your head and you're like, how did that happen, man?
Substitution on the field.
Oh man, I forgot sunscreen. That's because it was like -5 up the mountain, but it was sunny, you know?
Griezmann, number 31, coming on the field, number 15, Mbappe, number 10, Messi.
See what I mean there by bringing collar on? Like, if you're playing the game competitively, you have to play the game the way the game wants you to play. That's what you learn very, very quickly if you're playing a competitive game. Great ball. Oh, that's magic, Odegaard. Magic feet. Oh, I let it run just too much. I let it run too much, man. Great ball. Oh.
Attendance for this match was 70,987.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Lucas, man. That's the thing. Like, people that, you know, as you get older, man, you have to become more responsible with your time. That's my opinion. And I've learned that the hard way, man. From around with the misses, whatever. You know? Oof. Collar's going to get a goal, lads. I feel it. I feel it in my loins. Oh my God. Three spins for Schmeichel. Nice. They've got to be searched at the same time as your friend. I know I see the goal different. Yeah, well, I see that the whole time, man. Listen, that's been a problem for a long time. Oh my God, man. This guy is having a laugh, man. Jesus Christ, man. This is bad. Go on, King. Collar! What a save. Oh, we tried to boot it. Man, I got absolutely scalded. We were up the mountain and I was like, nah, it's like -5. I was building a snowman up the mountain. And then I was like, I think I'm actually getting a bit burnt. And then I was getting burnt when I came back. I told you he'd score. Who doubts the king, lads? Who doubts the king, man? Who doubts the king? That's what he does. There's no problem to him. I think they'll tweak the gameplay in March. He's like Goliath. He is. He's a beast, man. Malcolm, what do you want to build, man? A better team to win, or like what do you want to do, man?
Coming on the field, number 6, Chiesa. Number 20, substitution in progress.
Collar, come for me. Oh my God, what is that? Well on, Odegaard. Kept you on for a reason, Odegaard. Not for that though. Rudiger's out left wing, lads. Lovely. Wan-Bissaka, boy. Best RB in the business. Nice. Nice. Now, lads, when you're seeing things like that, man, happening, this guy can just shrug his shoulders and say, how am I missing that with standard Dembele? Dembele probably missed that in real life, to be fair. But that's a joke, man. The fact that I lost the ball there as well is ridiculous. Seal the deal, Garnacho. Oh, Collar. Oh my God, lads. That pass was criminal. Oh my God, I thought I had it with Bells. Lovely. Lovely. Go on, Collar, get your head on this, my son. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Yo, Darren, no posting other people's stuff in the channel, man. I don't go to other streams and post myself or promote myself, so I'd appreciate it if you don't, man. Because then it leaves it open for people slagging people. I just don't want to deal with other stuff like that, man. This guy lost there, but he didn't probably deserve to lose 3-1. No, they'll do definitely some gameplay tweaks. They will. Spangley, how you enjoying college, bro? Defending is just automated now, man. Defending is automated. For me, Schmeichel is not worth it, in fairness. I don't think he's worth it. All right, we're gonna switch accounts, boys, and we're gonna actually spin, okay? Let me just get my other account going here. My main account. I haven't played the AFC since launch day. I'm going to go through all the players here now and we're going to spin, okay? Because I've got coins on this account. Lads, honestly, look, 59% of people, there's the poll. 59% of people didn't spin for Schmeichel. I just feel like Schmeichel is a luxury item. That's what he is. He's a luxury item if you need to spin for him. It's not worth... Like, Dixon is good, but it's not worth getting Dixon or Petit, in my opinion. These are the players that are going to be upcoming, as far as we know, on Monday with the pack. Lads, I've no tan on the arms. It's just the face, man. It's just the face. It's terrible, man. My face is absolutely scalded. Oh, of course you had to save it, didn't ya? Of course you had to save it. We already have our free player though. I think I have my spin in this. Yeah, Petit's balance is really poor. Dixon is not as good as Bergomi. Listen, there's no one that I can improve on my squad here. This is the squad that I'm rocking and my bench that I'm rocking. Who's going to improve that squad? My reserves. Who's going to improve it? Nobody. Casillas and Cech is my two main goalies. That's nice, Spangley. I will go for Rijkaard, yeah. I definitely go for Rijkaard because we will have coins and we will spin. We have our 3 free ones here. So the only player we've left in this, I think, is Ronaldo or Maradona or Costa-Corta. So we'll get them in. And then we'll open our player of the weeks. Who is it, boys? Who is it, boys? It's Maradona, Don. I haven't got Costa-Corta in any profile. We've got Maradona in all of them. Yeah, we will do at the end of the, we can do either now or we can do at the end of the stream. Lou, what's up, brother? I didn't say hello to you earlier, man. My stream chat is really weird. It's really small on my screen. Alright, this is nobody, lads. Yeah, Lou, I agree with you, bro. I'm not going to probably spin. No, Tywin, that's the third spin. The third free spin. I'll show you whatever players I have that I'm able to retrain for free. I'll show you the training from. Because I need to retrain a lot of my players. And we need to play some matches as well. So I already spun and got in this the worst player, Pasalic. Yeah, the new Schmeichel is you're still going to be able to score. You're going to be able to score on Schmeichel. He's not a game changer in my opinion. Oh man, Augusto. That's a terrible pull, lads. That is a terrible pull now, honestly. We already have Odegaard, so I would like David or else Van Dijk to test him out. Got Big Ronnie, the one you got from the Pens, banging him in for me, nailed on starting row, yeah. Ooh, Highland, we'll take Highland, boys. Bit of a disappointing card though, I'll be honest, man. I'm not that impressed with this Highland. As my throat is sore. Bill, thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. We're back, man, we're back. Yeah, Chiba, he is classy, man. That's it, boys. We only have our free one left. Listen, do you want me to do a spin for this? Honestly, I don't think I need to. I'm going to let you decide. I just need to go for a quick pee. And I'll be back. So get your votes in. When it's at 100 votes, we'll go. What are we thinking? Ooh, 51%. All right. 2 more minutes. Ah. 50-50. You're deviants, lads. If we're spinning, we're only spinning twice, man. We're only spinning twice. Honestly, I'm not spinning more than I have 4,900 coins. Hold on a sec. We have 4,500 coins. We'll do 2 spins. That's it, man. Okay. We'll open 2. That's it. Ooh, it's a spicy meatball, lads. This could be a special player. That's fine. Who is it, man? Who is it? Dixon! First spin, Dixon! What? Lads, Dixon's going straight in, man. Dixon is going straight in. We'll do 1 more spin. Because we're going to get Schmeichel. No, we won't. It's over now. It's over. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, Terra will be delighted. Terra will be happy. Oh, and Kamara. Oh, lads, I might use Kamara, you know. Okay, we're ending it there. We're ending it there, lads. I'm not spinning again. I'm not spinning again, man. You got lucky. Dixon is going straight in. And we're going to compare him. Dixon and Hoyland are coming in. Ooh. I've got some spicy players in, haven't I? Alright, let's train up Dixon, lads. Let's train up this bad boy, man. So we've got, how many? 70,000? 80,000? Okay. That's fine, man. Let's see how we train him up. We have the free player set. I'm going to retrain a load of players here now. So if you've got anybody, get them into me. But we're going to start with Dixon and we're going to try him out in 1 game. I think, listen, with his booster, let me just for a second put on Ten Hag. Let me put on Ten Hag because I want to see something. Booster Ten Hag. Long ball. So within this system, he's going to have 83. So I need to go 7 into that and 7 into acceleration if I want to run with him a bit. He's going to be my defender though, because Carlos is going to be my attacker. We could go that. 90, 90, 91. Speed, acceleration, and stamina. I don't need acceleration this high, but I'm just testing something. What's his other booster, man? Speed, acceleration, balance, stamina. Okay, that's fine. Now I think I'm going to go saucy on the defense because he's a defensive fullback. Jesus, man. What? I don't need aerial strength. But I do need dribbling a little bit because Bergomi is actually quite a decent dribbler as well. That defendant, that's probably too spicy though. There. I'll probably go with that. What about that for a build, man? What about that for a build? When I compare him with Bergomi the homie. There's Bergomi the homie. Both defensive fullbacks. Bergomi's taller. Both right-footed. Attacking awareness, Dixon is better. Ball control, Bergomi's one better. Dribbling, tight possession, low pass, pretty much the same. Lofted pass, pretty much the same. Heading, Bergomi's better because he can play CB. Speed, 90 versus 85 for Bergomi. Jumping, physical contact better. But defensively, they're pretty much the same, man. That's not a bad card at all. All right, we'll get him in. And we'll test him out. Now, one player I want to look at as well is Carlos, lads. I made this build when I was testing something out, right? I'm not going to build Carlos this way. This was the build. We had 14 on dexterity. I'm going to reset that. Because Carlos is my attacking player, I do want to have his speed and acceleration quite high, but it doesn't need to be as high as it is. So I'm probably going to pop in 5 into balance and 4 into speed to start us off. So that's where I'm going to start with him. So that's going to give us 95 speed, 92 stamina, 90 balance, 92 acceleration. Then defensively, I want his aggression to be fairly high. So I'll probably put maybe... I could put 13 on his defense, his aggression. Which is nice. Passing, all I need is lofted pass at about 78, which is fine. Dribbling, I want that to be quite high. Tight possession to be quite high. And then aerial strength, we'll get that up a little bit as well. It's a very solid card, lads. Now, bear in mind, this is not a defensive player that I want to use. It's an attacking base left back that still has good aggression and stuff. Now, we'll play one with Dixon, and we'll train up the rest of the squad then. Is Rodrigo still in form? No, he's not. We'll get him off. Oh, lads, Blitz Curler Salah's back. Van Dijk is back. Holy smokes, lads, this is going to be good. We'll take off Rodrigo. And we will bring on... Who will we bring on? Who's on A or B? No. Nobody else really there I want. Maybe Saka? We can try Saka. Oh, we got Maradona. We can try... No, we played a lot with Maradona, lads. We've played a lot with Maradona. Let's just test out, man. I've already trained up that Maradona. Arrow, welcome in, bro. Glad to see you back. See you got Highland. Yeah, thank you, bro. Dixon looks good. He does look good. Man, I got sunburned badly on my trip. Just on my face. Now, lads, before we went on holidays, man, we had a 71% win ratio. That's probably going to change today, to be honest with you. I'll do trainings after this. I just want to play one with Dixon and see how he goes. Highland is on the bench. We'll get him in. Sudarshan, I will do that, bro. My problem is time, man. Yo, Axel, we'll do all that at the end of the video, man. I can't test him because I'm using Dixon. I do think Wan-Bissaka is the best right back in the game. Yeah, he just moves different. He's built different. I think the gameplay will change a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see with Dixon, man. We'll see how he plays. Oh man, my back. JS, we went to Switzerland, bro. Man, what is with the connection today, man? It's horrible. Well, we actually got lucky enough. We got Odegaard and we got Highland, so I'm not too upset about the players that I got. Let's look how red my face is, honestly. Oh my god. Look. Amit, we travelled all over Switzerland, man. So we flew into Zurich and then we flew home from Geneva and we hit about 6 places in between. Oh, lads, what is this, man? What is this, man? Harry Maguire, big time card. Probably never, man. Probably never. Is the servers been bad for you guys today? Man, I saw these qualifiers as well. I'm not able to grow a beard, Tube. No. I've got baby skin, man. I literally can't grow a beard. Where's the rankings for these? Oh, they're not up yet because it's only the second qualifier. Score at least 1 goal. I just need to score a goal. Ducky, yes, I'm drunk, bro. Drunk. This is water, man. We just want a match, man. That's a 4 bar at least. Oh man, I'm getting 2 bar matches the whole time. John, that sucks, man. I usually let somebody score a goal, yeah, but I wouldn't let somebody win. Like, I'd let them score a goal if that's what it requires, but nobody wants pity in a game, man. If you beat them, yeah, but I'd let them score the goal to complete the objective, yeah. Arrow, exactly, bro. We were up in the mountain, man. And it was like -5, but the sun was like really strong, and I didn't have any I didn't have any SPF on. OC, welcome back, brother. Welcome back to the stream, man. Hope you're good. Hope Friday's going good for you. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend. Ten Hag at the moment is long ball counter. OC, we did spin and we got Dixon. We did 2 spins. We got Dixon and a few of the special featured players. All right, here we go. Just let me get in, man. Oh my days, man. 2282. This guy must have just downloaded the game yesterday, man. Ten Hag is long ball counter, yeah. Listen, this is my sweaty account, lads. This is my sweaty account. Ah, lads. Ah, man. I don't even want to play Romario against this guy, man. It'll be too carnage. We'll play Dixon though. This guy might tap. I'll let him score a goal, man. Yo, Top Gun, welcome in, bro. Welcome in, Karma as well. Shurov, welcome in. I know you're here a while. We'll let him score a goal, lads, just to give him the reward. We'll see Highland. I want to see Dixon though. That's kind of like if I'm able to spray the ball with him. Because his stats look ridiculously good. But stats can be deceiving. Oh, Dixon. Oh, Dixon, that's magic. Ronaldo can't catch Dixon as he's too fast, too powerful. Oh my god, that was a bit slow though. Hold on, Dixon. Lads, this guy's team, he should not be doing events with a team like this. Oh, no look past him, Salah. Reeb. Hoyland. Hoyland! Good save. Good save from the keeper. I'm offside with Salah. Should let it go, man. Do you think we will get Legend Manager will have 2 or more team proficiency? OC, short answer, I do. I think that they'll bring in other Legend Managers with more proficiency and more boosts. I think that's how eventually we'll get bigger booster cards. I think that you'll be able to I think you'll be able to train the cards, the boost. They were meant to do that. I'd heard that was a feature they were going to be bringing, that you were going to be able to train your own booster and pick which booster was on a card. That you'd be able to kind of buy the boosters. But they haven't included that yet in the game. So it depends when they're going to bring it. Oh man, I'm really struggling against this guy already. Yo, Big Toe, welcome in, man. Connection's absolutely terrible, man. 7 out of 150 left an agent for me to get Schmeichel. Are you looking to get him? Oh, see, to be honest with you, man, I'd love him, but I don't know will I actually get him, because I don't know do I want to go that deep for him. Lovely one-touch passing. Get in there, Salah. Hoyland. Terrible. Yeah, the next big booster I think that's going to be a beast is going to be Rijkaard, which is going to come on Monday, I would imagine. Oh man, Hoyland's touch is criminal, man. Dixon's not bad, man. He's definitely more nimble than Bergomi. Bergomi the home is a good player, but he's way too slow on the ball. Thank you, Big Toe. I'm good, man. JS. No, I don't mind if you hit the shower, man. Just don't bring me with you. Lovely Salah. Musi. And the finish. That's one. The Baggio card is going to be interesting as well, but I don't think he'll be meta. You got heading, one-touch pass, way to pass, fighting spears, and a new Schmeichel. Only thing I want now is area superiority. The new Schmeichel is going to be probably pound for pound the best keeper in the game. There's no doubt about that. But I just feel like that goalkeepers are just such a non-issue in the game, because if you're gonna concede a goal, you're gonna concede a goal. There's nothing that you can do about it. All right, we'll let this guy score, man. Here. We'll let him score one. Come on. Just take a pop shot. Come on. Come on. Jesus. Game is defending for me, man. I think that's going to be the next big card that will shake up a team. Especially the fact that I never spun for Rijkaard, because I felt like, I have Vieira. I don't really need to spin for Rijkaard. But I do definitely feel that Rijkaard is going to be kind of the new meta for them. John, I reckon that there's a lot of stuff in the code and in the base game that they haven't actually ticked the box to go live yet. Manager boosters, being able to train special boosters to players, being able to swap boosters with the legacy transfer, all of that stuff. I think... for example, I think they've adjusted really well with the Player of the Weeks. The Player of the Weeks, there was about a month or so where the Player of the Weeks, nobody was spinning for him. And then they brought out the boosters, and everyone is spinning for the Player of the Weeks now. because it's only 300 coins, you know what I mean? You don't need to invest too much into it. You don't need to invest any money more than 300 coins and you get your free one. So for playing the AI, is this guy going to score, man? I'm trying to let him score. Come on, brother. Come on. Goalie's out, man. Goalie's out. Come on. There we go. Good lad. There we go, my son. Free in. Yeah, Lucas, I agree, man. Rijkaard is going to be the next big shake-up. That if you've got a team and you've a set team, I think Rijkaard is going to be the main man. Him and Vieira, I've said it from the very start. I've said it from the very start. My personal choice of if I was building a team, right? What are you doing? Will you just score? Oh my. Man, what is this guy doing, man? I'm not letting him score now. That's it. That's his chance gone. That's his chance gone now, man. I'm not letting him score. If he doesn't score by the half, he's not getting a touch. Oh my God, off the goal line. Oh my God. Why are you using stunning shots? Will you just kick the ball into the net? I said it, right? If I was picking a team, my first pick would be Vieira as my midfielder. Rijkaard is probably identical to him, as Pestyle says, as Lucas says. He's very meta. Makelele is a beast. Kante is a beast. Davids is a beast. But he doesn't have those long-limbed or long-legged animations that Vieira has, where you hold matchup and the ball just travels into his feet. Like that. You see those animations there? Makelele is definitely a beast, but I wouldn't pick Makelele over Vieira. Do you see those long-limbed animations there? They're just what you get with Vieira that you don't get with Makelele. Carlos with the power. Watch this for power, lads. Little bit of a swerve. Oh, Jesus, too much power. So I do think that, like, Makelele, Davids, Kante, any of those small-based EMF, Rottweiler-type players, right? They're amazing at winning the ball back in space. But Vieira can do all of that while still having a lot of the automated defense and animations because he's so tall. And that's why I would always say I would go with Vieira. And then next in line would be Romario. That would be my next choice. Because I just play with Romario really, really well. A lot of people would say Rafael Leao. Some people would say Salah. Some people would say, you know, whoever they want. But Romario is it for me. So Vieira and Romario would be who I would build my team around every time. Rijkaard is going to be kind of a slot into there. Rijkaard is going to slot in exactly the same as Makelele or Vieira. Man, I'm trying to give this guy a goal and he just does not want to score. Look. What's he doing? I don't understand what he's trying to achieve by doing the stunning. Look. Look. What is he trying to do, man? Yeah, I like the fact that Rijkaard can be in multiple positions. That's something that, you know, when you're playing co-op and stuff with him, it's huge as an addition and on your team. But I didn't get the big time Rijkaard card. Yeah, that's seriously bad. Come on, just score, bro. Yay, he scored. But all the keepers will do funny things, football lad. That's the thing, man. Like, there's certain things in this game, certain patterns that, like, you just have to accept if you play this game long enough. And that's basically where the game is at the moment. No, I don't want to disrespect this guy, man, scoring with the keeper. In fairness to him, like, he's definitely a new player. Nice finish, Hoyland. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Stephen, and people that love Rijkaard love him, think that he's amazing. I know Lucas is a massive fan of Rijkaard. You filth bag. Man, this guy's... Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it now. He's getting done. He's going to be eating the grass now in a minute, man. I hope he likes the colour green because you're going to be seeing a lot of it now in a sec. Musiala's movement has been iffy today. Dixon's been solid, lads. What a bad pass from Musiala, boys. Musiala been nerfed a bit, man. He feels really weak passing. I think Baggio will come, yeah. He's down as an AMF in the database, isn't he? See, that's what Makelele is good at doing. Just getting the ball and delivering it very quickly. Hoyland's shooting's bad, man. Messi's been nerfed to the ground. No, Dixon's a good card, man. This guy's definitely a newcomer, a new player, man. Like, you know by what he's doing, man. How he's holding the ball and stuff. No, Dixon's good, man. Dixon is a good card. Well, do you guys remember how good Haaland was at the start of the game? And how good Darwin Núñez was? Blitz curler has also been nerfed a little bit, unless you do kind of like a stop blitz curler. Man, Hoyland's movement is horrible, man. Terrible.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Oh my days. Foden is a beast, yeah. Well, Rummy is going to be another fantastic player as well. Rummy from Bayern Munich pack is going to be a beast. You've legend Jack Wilshere, have you, Pistols? Nice. Yeah, Wilshere's a good card. Blue Machine, he's still a beast. Messi is still an absolute tank, but I don't feel that he's as good as he was. Like, Messi before the World Cup winning Messi was unbelievable in the game. Like, he was, without a doubt, better than Romario. I think Romario now is, for my playstyle, Romario is the best CF in the game. I think my three, like, I'm going to do I have a video coming out probably tomorrow. It's going to be the tier list with the attackers. So it's going to be strikers. I'm not going to include wingers in it, because I think wingers are a different kind of breed. You either have crossing wingers or you have cut-in wingers. So I'm going to just do strikers and SSs, like people that are scoring most of your goals. And then I'll do an out-wide kind of selection as well. But I honestly think, for my play style and the way that I play the game, Vieira is just literally plays the game for you type of player, in my opinion. Goalkeepers, left and right backs, the three most important positions in this game if you want to get more wins is a DMF, a holding player in the middle, a CB that is got everything, quickness, defensive capabilities, good play style, and a AMF or CF, depending on how you create your chances. You can score very consistently with an 80 rated, with 80 finishing stat or 85 finishing stat. It doesn't need to be 95 or 90. It doesn't need to be 100. Obviously, it helps. But yeah, if you're able to dictate the play through the middle, CB, DMF, AMF, you will dominate most games. Because left back and right back, a lot of top players don't play that way. They play central. So if you can clog up the central lane and dominate that, you will win most of your games. Yeah, Alpha King, stop the spam, bro. I read your comment, man. I read your comment. It's coming in. It comes in a bit late. That's all. Zakaria's good. Rijkaard's good. Vieira's good. Any of those players that have got long limbs, they unlock different animations. Any of them play styles. Then it comes into stats, builds, your formation and tactics. That's what comes in then. Again, another fresh player, man. Stats-wise, they are PES styles, but yeah, it's all about spacing. It's about the positions that the players pick up. Like, the top players are able to let like, if you're talking about a top player, all you have to do to be good at this game is let the players do what they're doing on the pitch. Let them make the runs. You have very little input on making runs in this game. You're waiting on the AI to trigger the run. If you time, the thing is being able to read what run is happening, defensively and attacking, and not force it. Not over player switch. React when you need to react. Win the ball when it's there to be won. You know? Like, this Messi is a beast. This Messi is a really fantastic card. (103) acceleration. I need to retrain him, actually. We'll retrain him. But if I'm playing here and I'm playing Sweat, I probably want all my strikers to have 90 finishing or around that. So you've got Neymar, you've got Romario, and you've got Messi, all with 90 finishing. Musiala is going to have 88 finishing, which is pretty much the same. Or I could play Neymar out here through the middle, which is better for him. And I could play Salah as an SS or else an AMF. Look. Like that. So all my players here have got 90 plus finishing. See? It's all about playstyle. It's all about chance creation. That's what I continue to talk about. The new Gavardiel card is pretty decent. Yeah, exactly, John. The new... I think one of the best cards that they ever released... one of the best cards that they ever released in terms of goals was... Diego Forlan. If you're just looking to score goals and make the let the AI make the runs for you, he's ridiculously overpowered. If you're able to pass the ball, like I'll show you here now when we're playing Romario. Watch the runs Romario is making. And all I have to do is get one of those runs to come off for me. Watch. This guy's got a fairly good team, I would say. So he can have the ball all he wants. I'll be aggressive when I want the ball back. But as soon as I get a chance, he's going to be under pressure. So I get the ball out here with Neymar. There's a good run from Romario. Look at the run. See the run? That's a goal created by the AI for me. There's nothing I'm doing there apart just passing to the open man. It looks simple because it is simple. There's no real input there for me. I'm literally just waiting for the space to develop. Look. run from Neymar starts off the whole way. Joshua, I have a video up on Costa Curta. If you're trading Costa Curta, I would definitely make him as a really like attacking base left back or defensive base left back. And that's where the good players like Romario have the advantage. Look at the run Romario's making again. If Romario doesn't make it, it's Salah. And it's 2-0. Like all those runs that are being made, I'm not pressing a magic button to make them run and being like, oh, I'm such a beast, so look at this run I'm making. Like, it's not got to do with that. It's got to do with the game. And that the game will do certain patterns. If you're able to read those patterns, you can become a beast at this game. If you're able to do them repetitively and regularly. That's what it's all about. It's just being able to read the runs of the AI. And then obviously when you do get a chance in front of goal, making the right decision of when to hold the ball, when to pass the ball, when to recycle the ball, when to dribble the ball. That's what it's all about, man. It's not about me showing that I'm a good player at this game. It's just that if you want, like that last game when we were taking the chill, we're just chilling. We let him score a goal, we're just chilling. In this game, we've 3 goals scored in 11 minutes. The opponent's skill level is irrelevant. If I'm playing a beast top 50 player here, I won't be able to create these chances. But the runs will still be going if the game is behaving itself. Obviously, lag, all that sort of stuff comes into it. But if I'm playing a guy, it doesn't matter who he is. If he's top 1 in the world, or he's just turned on for his first game ever, or he's a guy coming home after a 12-hour shift in a warehouse somewhere and is playing through tired eyes, it doesn't matter. My players are still going to make the runs that they're going to make. It's just all about other factors. Like Romario is practically playing this game for me. That's why I don't play Romario. Because he's too easy to use. Mbappe, all of them players are the same. They're just direct line runners. Yeah, you time. It's all about the timing, man. That's what it's all about. It's about seeing the runs, seeing the triggers. When the players run, I've showed this before, and I'll do a video on it now that I'm back from holidays and I have more time. Watch the run of Romario. His hand is out. When I don't give him the ball, he cuts in. If I give him the ball in the right space, that could be another goal. If I hold the ball too late, that's what I'm talking about with chance creation. That's what most people don't focus on themselves. Watch Romario again, he holds the line. I try force the pass, he's nowhere near it. But if I get the ball in a similar position, watch the run that Neymar makes. Makes the run, doesn't work out, I'll recycle the ball. I'll hold on to the ball here. And it's easier to do that against players that don't really understand how to play the game and how to defend. It's easy to look like a beast. Because this guy can't defend. It's nothing got to do with his skill level. He just doesn't play the game that often, I presume. And then a cheeky under the wall if you want to go under the wall. I still think it's in. They'll probably switch this up though. He didn't move there, but usually it works. Now again, watch the run that Salah's going to make here. I don't use it. Now watch Romario. Romario makes a central run for me. He's trying to foul me. Again, central run from Salah into a good position. Simple finish. I'm doing very little to score goals there. But for me, I don't think the game is fun like this unless you're going for top rank or unless you're looking to just score every chance you get. Now that might sound hypocritical saying why wouldn't you want to score every time you get? Because sometimes you just want to test out different things and test out things, and if you see a pass it's like, yeah, I know I could probably score here, but what happens if I recycle the ball in here, or what happens if I do a double touch instead of passing? And that's when you get good clips and you get good stuff like that. Because I enjoy scoring a good goal where you kind of like dribble your opponent to death and destroy them. Because that's the content that I like to produce. You know, my content is never going to be about, like going for top 1 rank in the world or anything like that. This guy's going to go bye-bye. Aerial strength on a goalkeeper is for jump. Even though he's tall, there's nowhere else to put it in with Schmeichel. Right. I'm going to go back and I'm going to train up a few players. So if you guys have any questions for me, get them in now for the players that I have. This is my entire squad. So any build you want to see, this is Booster Van Dijk. Any build that you want to see of a player that I have, I'll do it in game. If you want me to do another build on a DB, I will do that as well. But I have all of those builds already up on my YouTube. But if you want me to see an in-game build of a player, Pezstyles, send me your Schmeichel there, or whoever has Schmeichel. Send me a Schmeichel build on your thing here, and I'll see if I agree with it or disagree with it. So I'll go through a few of them. I haven't done builds in about 2 months since the last reset, and I messed up this Musiala. Lads, look at this Musiala build that I did. So I've 8 into shooting. I wouldn't go with that. So we'll start with Musi. From having played with Musi, it's going to be free. So I'll reset him. So I've already kind of messed up Musiala because I have blocker on him and acrobatic clearance and heading. Now acrobatic clearance is kind of nice because I'm able to defend a little bit with him. But weighted pass is nice. Scissors feint is nice. All right, I'm going to pause the chat here a sec. 1 sec. Match pass Van Dijk. If all the Van Dijks are the same, man. Every single Van Dijk is the same. Every build-up CB is the same. Max out his defense as much as you possibly can. I'll do Van Dijk in a second. But for Musiala, I don't need the finishing to be at 90 for the player I'm playing him. He's a whole player. Yes, he'll be able to shoot, but 85 will be more than enough. I would rather get his balance up and his tight possession up as fast as possible. So I'm going to pop, for this, 3 into dexterity, or... hold on. I'm going to pop 3 into this. That's going to give me 90 tight possession with the booster and 93 dribbling. Right? I need 4 into acceleration, but I also need 6 into balance. So we're going to go 6 into dexterity. Okay? I'm also with the dribbling here. I'm going to go 3 more into ball control because I want him to be able to be really, really solid. That's going to give me a player like this. 96 dribbling, 90 ball control, 93 tight possession, 83 speed, 92 acceleration, 90 balance. So what I'm probably going to do now is with Ten Hag, even though I don't really need to go that high with him, I am probably going to pop up 2 into his lower body, and then I'm going to see where I want the rest of it. The main thing with Musiala, the main weakness with him is the fact that he's got really bad low passing. So I'm going to go 85 with his low passing for just his low pass. The rest I'm going to depend on his weighted pass. I'm going to depend on running and gunning with him. And true passing and weighted pass. Now, ideally, I would like low lofted. This is a bad additional skills. I was having a bit of banter with this card, and I just rolled 5 random spins and a live stream one day. I was slightly drunk, probably. So we have a lot of cards or a lot of stuff left on this. But I do want to have his finishing at least 85. So we'll pop 5 into that. Now, I could go with this. I could go to 90 finishing if I want to. But for now, we'll leave it at that. The problem with this card then becomes I don't have anything else really to put into these stats. So if I'm going to go with 88 speed to bring the stamina up, I can go with that and have 80 stamina. And then I can just wheel him off. That's a very solid card there, man. Like, there's nothing really there I need to improve upon. Apart from, if I want, can I get the finishing or the low pass to 90 with this build? Well, with the passing, I'll be honest with you, because of how I'm going to use this card, I would probably go 95 on the tight possession there. Right? So I'm going to have 95 tight possession, 98 dribble, and then I would probably go 95 on this as well. So I'm getting the 2 booster. I need 3 more into acceleration. That will bring up my attack and awareness to 84 because I want him to be in advanced positions, and I can get 1 more on that if I want the attack and awareness to be higher. Shooting, I'm not really too concerned about. Also, physically, I'm not too concerned about. Lower body, I'm not too concerned about. So I'll probably pop 1 more into this. So now I have 85 attack and awareness, 92, 98, and 95 for his dribbling. Low pass 85, finishing 85, 88 speed, 80 stamina, 96 acceleration, 94 balance. Very solid card. The only thing I'm lacking there is probably a bit of curl and a bit of finishing because he's this card is not the best version of Musiala that I could have because of the player skills. But that's just a mistake I made myself, you know? All right, who else, man? Who else is there? Van Dijk, any build-up card that you have, right? Just to go through this real quick. This is the Showtime Van Dijk. But any Van Dijk that you have, it doesn't matter what version of Van Dijk you have. I'll show you. Any version of Van Dijk or any version of a build-up card. So if we've got this Van Dijk here, it's the same thing. So if I train this Van Dijk up here with 21 levels, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to get his defensive capabilities up as high as you possibly can. You're not going to be focused on his defending too much or on his speed too much. So for example, with Maldini, you want speed at least 85. Now, a few people have asked me whether I think that the acceleration and speed has changed. I would probably say yeah, based on what I played today, but it's not going to be that noticeable at 85 speed. I'd like his acceleration up. But any build-up that you have, any build-up player is going to be different than a destroyer. Destroyer, you think of a destroyer as somebody that just chases the ball aggressively. So for example, any centre-back destroyer here, for my main centre-back that I'm going to be using as a destroyer, like Rudiger, any of these guys, I'll want to have at least 85 speed. So any of them. So for example, with Marquinhos, I'm going to train him up differently. It's going to be with speed and acceleration above 75. Aldier is 85. Who else? Tomiyasu. He's got 90 speed and the rest of his stats. For a build-up, any version of Van Dijk, you're not really going to focus too much on his speed or his acceleration because you can't. Even if you pop in every single stat into acceleration here, you're only going to get 78 acceleration with Van Dijk. If you're looking for a build-up player or a centre-back to have more than high acceleration, you wouldn't play Van Dijk. You just use somebody that has a base speed better and train up his defence. That's what you do with Van Dijk. You just train up what he's good at. Van Dijk is all about just defending, pure raw defensive capability. So with Van Dijk, I would probably get the defending up as high as I could go at a nice level. Probably get his defensive awareness maxed out if I possibly could. 15 into that. Aerial strength. With Ten Hag, I only need to pop one into speed. Aerial strength, physical contact, I can get that to 87, so it's not that high. But I can probably drop it at 84. I'll leave that there because, you know, the heading in the game is completely busted anyway. So I'd probably leave it at that. Now, we could take one off the lower body, but I do like having it at 75 speed. And there's his stats. Any Van Dijk or build-up is going to be like that, in my opinion. Yo, Ivan, welcome in, bro. That's where I would go with him, man, because you don't need both. Now, look, if you like to play with two mobile centre-backs, I wouldn't recommend using Van Dijk at all. I would use somebody like Araujo. I would use somebody like Aldier. I would use somebody like Maldini. I would use any of those guys that have got good speed and solid acceleration. It's the same with Aldier here. Even though Aldier is down as a destroyer here, I've popped 13 into defending. You don't probably need to go that high with the defending once the aggression is up and you've got a bit of speed about him. So for him here, once his aggression is up at 95 and his tackling is going to be maxed out, that's 101 tackling and 95 aggression, 95 awareness, 92 defensive engagement. For the speed and the acceleration, I would probably now tempt to put that up a little bit higher. I'm not focused about his physical contact or anything like that. I want to get him as high as I possibly can on his speed. And that's where I would go with it. Pez Styles, I actually did, in my build of Schmeichel, I actually added his jump as well. I have that up on my channel, look. I have the Schmeichel progression up on my channel. Zlatan is in the game, his old card. Yeah, Lou, exactly, man. It all comes down to height, weight. Like, there's lots more to the game than just putting the best stats into a player and saying like, oh, why isn't my Maldini working? He's got 99 tackling. I mean, if you're not making tackles with him or you're not letting the AI tackle for you, that stat is meaningless. It's the same reason as having Musiala or Ribery with 80 or 85 finishing. If you don't shoot with Ribery or Musiala, this putting stats into his shooting is completely pointless for you. Same reason as if you have blitz curler Salah and you don't take blitz curlers. What's the point in using him? There's no point. You have to use your head a little bit with it as to what strengths the cards have. You know? Every version of Barella is the same. Every version of Barella is the same, man. All versions of the cards that you're talking about are going to be the same. If it doesn't matter if you've got Vieira, Makelele, it doesn't make a difference, man. Like my version of Czech here is like very solid, but he doesn't have as high stats as Schmeichel. But 95 to 96 compared to 92 or 93 is not going to make a huge difference because the game isn't coded that way. Some people will argue about that, man, but like it's a choice. It's a difference of opinion on it. That's what it is. As I keep saying, man, people like to overcomplicate this game, and Konami have actually simplified this game. People like to overcomplicate it to sound smart and to sound intelligent and to sound as if they know on a different level of thinking with the game. The game is very simplified, man. That's what it is. Like, you have a team, you have your tactics, you've got very limited tactics in what you can do. You've 5 play styles. You've got, what? A couple of different formations before you can manually tweak them, right? You've got individual instructions. You've got, what? A couple. And that's it. You don't need to complicate the game, man. Sometimes the game is just as simple as it is and as it looks on paper. You don't need to complicate it. Sometimes a burger is just a burger, man. That's, you know what I mean? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes you just want to go out and get a big, fat, juicy burger that you know what you're getting. You know, you don't need to complicate it with massively different ingredients or reinvent the wheel. It's the same on eFootball. If you're just playing this game casually to competitively and falling somewhere in between that where 95% of people play, like that's basically where you will fall. You know what I mean? That's where you will fall in it. And you don't need to complicate what your training guides are. Your strikers need to be able to shoot. Your wingers need to be fast. Your DMFs need to be able to block the ball. But Vieira is a prime example, right? Vieira is a prime example of this. If you've got Patrick Vieira, right, you will say, how is Vieira able to intercept more balls than anybody else in the game, even though his defensive awareness is 87? The big reason for that is because of his height. If you look at Makelele versus Vieira, they're both destroyers, but look at the height discrepancy. That means Vieira is going to move differently, he's going to handle differently, he's going to cover space differently compared to Makelele. Makelele has got better stamina, better defensive awareness, tackling is pretty much identical, aggression and defensive engagement are going to be higher, but Makelele will not intercept more balls over the course of 10 matches than Vieira. And that's the reason why, is because of his height and his weight and how he handles on the pitch. The game is very simplified, man. Like there is stuff in the game that can take you to the next level, like little tiny tweaks. But for the majority of people, man, the game is very simplified. Konami have made this game very simplified in terms of being able to pick it up and play. And where the skill gap comes is being able to read what's happening on the pitch effectively and being able to replicate it effectively as well and simply. Any of these cards that you see are going to be good enough to get to top 50 in the world if you play the game enough. This is my Carlos build that I've kind of settled on with the new update, the free update. 0, 3, 10, 5, 4, 3, 13 into defending. The only reason I want 13 in defending is because I want the aggression high. Satu, I already have a video up on destroyers, man. Like, all you need to know, right, without overcomplicating it is, a destroyer is effectively a player that is going to be aggressive, fast, and is going to win you the ball back. Build up, extra frontman. Like, look, all right, I'll show you a card. I don't know if anybody has mentioned this card in the chat, but I will show you an absolute beast of a card. And he's here. He was a free card, and he's an absolute monster in the game, man. Bastoni. I don't know, did anybody have a look at him, but he is an absolute monster in the game. 80 speed, 92 awareness, 95 tackle, 90 aggression, 92 defensive engagement, jumping and physical contact, and heading all around the 84-85 mark. Very balanced, very key card. Beast of a card. Very, very, very strong card. I struggle against Bastoni and this version of Bastoni a lot. He's a slept-on card. I'll also tell you another slept-on card. This card here. Where is he? I thought I had him. Varane. Another slept-on card. Very, 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 very solid card as well from the club pack. Now, obviously, he wasn't available for free as a premium card, right? Fair enough. But if you look at Varane's stats, absolutely insane as a build-up. Look at the difference, right? If anyone's asking in the chat, what's the difference between a destroyer and a build-up? Look at the difference and tell like what it is. So Varane is taller than Aldair. Aldair is a destroyer, Varane is a build-up, okay? So heading, Varane tops it. Varane has got better heading. Forget about how I've trained him. I'm just talking about this builds. Speed, equal. Acceleration, Aldair is higher. Kicking power, irrelevant. Jumping, Varane is actually higher. Physical contact, Varane is higher. Stamina, Aldair as a destroyer is higher. Why? Because he chases the ball more. The AI wants you to chase the ball more with destroyers. Defensive awareness, equal. Tackling, 101 from destroyer. Why? Because the game wants you to attack the ball with destroyers and win the ball back with destroyers. Aggression, higher on Aldair as a destroyer. Why? Because again, the game wants you to win the ball back with your destroyer CB. Defensive engagement, 1 higher. Varane. So like, there's lots that you can look into the game and say, right, all these cards are very similar, but why are they working the way that they're working? That's why. It's the different play styles, the height, the weight, the play style that they have on the pitch within the system that you're using. Yeah, I know some people that love Bastoni. He's literally been their first choice. I also know some people that love this Delict, even though he's very slow. The free Delict that they added. Where is he? The Halloween one, is it? Is it the Halloween Delict? Did I go past him? Rudiger is the same. Rudiger is a destroyer, and look at the stats he has. It's the same thing, man. Rudiger is a destroyer, his speed is 82, his defensive stats aren't that good, but he's tall, he's fast, he's mobile, he's very, very physical with the jumping and the physical contact. I think Tomiyasu is the best card in the game defensively. 90 speed, 90 jumping, physical contact 87, 82 heading, 94 stamina, 93 defensive awareness, 98 tackling, 94 aggression, and 97 engagement. And he's down as a defensive full back. I don't have anything given to him on additional skills. And he's my best player. I've played 394 games with him. He's a beast. Donnarumma. All Donnarumma cards are the same. And all goalkeeper cards are the same. There was kind of a rule of thumb before that, like, if you had a goalkeeper such as Casillas, right? Look at the difference here. Iker Casillas, 98 overall, right? And if you take the look at these, look where we've thrown his jumping. So if we bring Iker Casillas in here to the full squad, and we compare him with Czech, 91 jump for Casillas, 91 awareness, 87 catching, 90 parrying, 96 reflexes, and 92 reach. The reason why we've trained Casillas this way is because he's shorter than 190 cm. We need that jumping in. We need that jumping to be super high. Okay? If you compare him with a goalkeeper, such as Czech or Donnarumma, who are taller, Donnarumma's got 196. He's got 11 inches on him. It's like collar to most of the chat. He's got 11 inches on you. So Iker Casillas is going to be 185. Donnarumma is going to be 196. Look at the weight discrepancy. It's small things. These don't affect 95% of us, lads. You just pick a goalie, you put him in, you're going to concede goals no matter what. But when you're looking at the fine margins of getting to that extra 5% out of your gameplay, when you're coming up against sweaty guys that are really good at the game and have a beastly squad, they know all this information. That's why they win more 50-50 matches against you than normal. That build there, look at the big difference between that build there, without even looking at the goalkeeper stats. This is just a Donnarumma standard card. 91 jumping versus 81. That's it. The same with Czech or Schmeichel. Defensively and goalkeeper-wise, all these stats are good, right? The big difference here between Czech and Casillas, again, is going to be the jump. 76 versus 91. But look at the height difference. Again, he's got 11 inches on him. That's what it's about. Now, if you look at the likes of Sommer versus Casillas, 98 jumping versus 91. Goalkeeper awareness, 92 versus 91. Catching, reflexes, parrying. They're very similar. The big difference with Casillas versus most of these goalkeepers that are small, compared to the big giants, is the goalkeeper reach. Casillas has got awesome reach for a goalkeeper. He doesn't need catching because the players never catch the ball anyway. The goalies never catch the ball anyway. You know? So Sommer here is a good choice. Also, Shea Given is a good choice. 185 versus 185. Exact same weight. They're on the same, they're the same nutritionalist. Okay? They eat in the same restaurants. Both right foot and left foot variants or variety. Jumping 80 versus 91. Now with Shea Given here, if we go into Shea Given, watch. If we go into Shea Given here and we reset his stats, this is the old legend Shea Given, so it's not a great card. But no matter what you do, you can't get the stats up where you need them to be meta. You just can't. So where Konami show you is where to actually train him up. Goalkeeper awareness, reach, and reflexes. And they will let you go to a certain degree with that. And that's it. If you want to go with jump, you can. So a goalkeeper that's taller than that. It's the same with if you were to change switch, right? Flip the switch. It's the same with an attacking left back, Carlos, versus a defensive right back or left back. If you were to compare Carlos with somebody that's a defensive left back, any of these guys, like Theo Hernandez is a fullback finisher. The other guy is another attacking fullback. If you compare the two of these, or you compare it with a defensive cross-based one, such as DeMarco or any of these guys, right? You will see that they've got very similar builds, very similar styles, but because of their play style, the game kind of puts you into a different one. It puts you into a different build of the card, automatically. It tells you what way to train up the card. Reinildo is a perfect example. Defensive fullback versus an attacking fullback. Watch how we train Reinildo. Look. If we're training Reinildo here as a defensive fullback instead of Carlos, we're not focused on his acceleration. Now this is one of the best cards that they ever brought out, man. It was a beastly card. This Reinildo card. But we're not focused on it. So we'll pop 4 into lower body. That'll bring his speed up to 85 with Ten Hag. We'll pop this into 85 as well. The rest of his stats now, because I'm going to be playing him defensively, is to get as much as possible up to 90. And the game lets you do that very easily with this Reinildo. 90, 90, 95, 97. Now we can decide where else we want to build him up. Do we want to have speed? Do we want to have acceleration? Do we want to have everything? It's all good, Lucas, bro. It's all good, man. We're just chilling. We can actually get his acceleration up to 90. And we can get his speed up to 90. So now you have a card that has got 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 defensive awareness, 90 tackling, 95 aggression, and 97 engagement with 90 stamina. He has bad tight possession, he has bad balance, he's bad physical contact, but he's basically an attacking version that Carlos is. So when you compare the two of these, you're comparing an attacking fullback versus a defensive fullback. But look at what you have to give up in order to get Reinildo on par with an attacking fullback. You know? 95 speed, 92 acceleration, kicking power is irrelevant. 90 balance, 92 stamina. Defensively, Reinildo was way better. So instead of making Reinildo into something that he's not, okay, we can reset this and we can actually make Reinildo into what he should be, in my opinion, which is to max out his acceleration at 85, max out his speed at 85, and then we're going to have a lot of different variety with how we use this card. We can still get the defense up, but we can actually put it a bit higher now. We don't need to max out this, but we can get a little bit higher. So that's going to max out our defensive capabilities, but on top of that, what's really going to push this guy into the next level is going to be his aerial strength, which we're going to get at 78, which is going to be that. And we're also going to get his jumping up as much as we possibly can as well. Now, you will say that jumping doesn't matter that much, But once it is at 85, that will help you out. We're also going to get his tight possession up a little bit. We don't really need passing because he's defensive. And there you go. Lads, very simply before I go, right? To do double touch, man, it's very, very, very easy to do double touch, okay? I'll try and turn on this here. If you guys can see it. Can you see me moving the stick there? I need to plug in this. One sec. Can you see me moving this stick? Let me see if I can make this a different color. Nah, that's made it worse. Look, can you see me move this stick here? All you have to do is when you're facing the goals, or whatever position you're facing, you literally do this, look. Okay? You just press that and then move the direction that towards the goals, look. That's all you do. See what I'm doing? That's all you do. Now, some people have said that you can hold the button. Yeah, you can. You just hold it down, look. If you don't let go of it, you have to hold it down and then do the move. So it's a two-step thing, man. You have to either flick the right stick, look, like that, okay? Can you guys see that? Or up? I know I can do it with my eyes closed, look, because it's the same input the whole time. But it's a feel. So that's all that you have to do. You can hold down. I've seen people say in the chat, oh, you're wrong, you can't hold down. Yes, you can, man. You literally flick down on the direction that you're going. If you're going the opposite way, you just literally hold this one. So I will make a different tutorial on it, but let me just show you this, right, for a second. If you can see. So can you see that now, the sticks? Just watch the sticks, okay? All you're doing is essentially that. It's the same movement the whole time. You can hold it, but you have to press. If you can let it go. Look, you can let it go if you give it to a good player, right? I'll show you. Any player can do it. Vazzy, what's up, brother? What's up, crackheads? We're good, man. We're good. We're just chilling. We're finished now. We're finished the stream. Right. Anybody can do it. I've showed this in the tutorial. If you give it to Aldair, any player can do double touch, but it's a slow double touch. Okay? I messed up this, lads. I messed up this pad. Hold on a second. How do I delete it? Oh yeah, here we go. All right, hold on. Okay. Any player can do double touch. If they have double touch, they do a quicker variant, a version of it. So if you're just running in a straight line, look, if you're running in a straight line, watch these sticks that I'm using, okay? If you're running in a straight line, you can't do it with D-pad, man. You can't do it with D-pad. A lot of people ask me about that. You just literally need to be running in the line that you have. So if you're running just here, you can flick it or you can hold it. Do you see what I'm doing? But you have to press this one first, not the other way around. If you do it the other way around, it won't work. It'll do a shift. There's the sticks. You can do it with the D-pad, Darren, can you? Okay, well, maybe you can. Maybe I haven't it set up for that. Or maybe, hold on. I don't know. Yeah, I literally have done the video, boys. I've done a foolproof way of doing double touch. There's 3 different varieties of double touch. You've got a player that has double touch, such as Makalele, does a quick one. Then you've got this special double touch. If you do it at a different angle, see? He'll do a different trick. Musiala is the same. Look. Scissors feint with Musiala. See? Musiala's got scissors feint, so he can do that. If you do that with the same player, with Dixon, Dixon can't. He'll do a shift. So if you bring on somebody like Neymar, who can do them all, Neymar has the other variant then. So I'll show you. I'll show you the 3 different ones. I've already done this in the video. But I'm sorry that the pad is so big, but I don't have a different color pad. But if you look at the pad there and the stick, just focus on that, right? So when I have the ball here with Maldini, Maldini can do double touch, but it looks like that. Because he doesn't have any double touch skill. Musiala has got double touch, and he does a quicker variety of it. You see the difference? So this is double touch without having skill. I'll show you. Yeah, no, it's not the contrast. It's the actual image itself. I need to fix this PS4 controller, lads. Look, see? But it's hard to see the sticks because they're the same color, you know what I mean? It doesn't translate well. So this is the basic one with no double touch skills, see? And this is the one with double touch. Okay, so look at the difference between the 2 of them. Here's the first one. Okay, and here's the second one. Okay, you see the difference? And then the last one is the advanced or the ball roll, which is this. Okay? It's harder to do it at the angle, but if you do it straight up, you'll be able to do the ball roll the whole time, which is that with Neymar. Here, see? It's just a different animation. That's it. And if you're facing the goals, it's literally just the direction that you're going, up or down, and then the other one. And you can do that non-stop, the whole way up the pitch. Most top players will do something like they'll do this, where they're running in a straight line, they'll do a double touch, then they'll do that, then they'll change, then they'll do another double touch or a flick, they'll go in, they'll stop, and then they're going to shoot. You know? Or knock on, or whatever they want to do. It depends. Darren, in order to literally go and watch the video that I've done, man, I literally have explained exactly. Yes, you need 3 skills to do double touch. Sole control, flip flap, and double touch. See? That's ball roll or advanced double touch or whatever you want to call it. The ball roll is better in certain situations. I would say that the ball roll is better for beating a man centrally, but double touch out wide is very effective. Like if you get the ball out here with Salah and you do a double touch like that and then a blitz curler, it's very, very, very effective. It's kind of like a knock-on. But check out the video I have done on it. Because trust me, if you can actually manage to do ball roll, if you can manage to do a double touch effectively, you can absolutely rinse people. Because watch how the AI reacts to it. It doesn't matter. It's just like a broken move. No, well, it depends. It depends how you play active, Dan. It depends. Like, if you got Salah in here doing a double touch, the animation is slower. Do you know what I'm saying to you? It's a slower animation. That's why a lot of people don't use double touch in the box. They'll use ball roll. You'll see a lot of top class players do ball roll in around these areas. Not here, because it's too slow. Look. But out wide, yeah. Yeah, it depends the connection. If you got a slow connection, it is hard to do ball roll. Yeah, I agree with that. Scotch move and drag back. That's Scotch move and drag back. But you can see the AI, like what it's trying to do. The game goes into like a broken animation type thing. Yeah, Lucas, if you get good at ball roll, man, it's unreal. Yeah, Chiba, the sombrero is really bad as well. Like, also, if you do this, this is actually something. I don't know if anybody has ever, like, done this. Watch this animation here. I'll show you this. Did you guys know this? Watch this first time touch here with Romario. You see that touch? Do you see what I'm doing there? Do you guys know what that is? Watch, I'll show you again. See? It's a first time knock-on touch in the air. Any player can do it. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of the controller. Watch this first touch. No, it has to go to feet. It has to go to feet. Watch. Any player can do it. See that? See that animation? It doesn't click in, obviously, all the time. It's like a first time touch thing. Look, see? Yeah, some players can flick it on. But look, this is what I'm talking about. See that little touch there? Jeez, they've really messed up Blitz Curler, man. Look, watch this. Now, it doesn't really work online, but it's just something to add to your arsenal. No, it's not a no-look pass. Look. See? See that animation? Different players have different animations. Like this. See that touch? That's a knock-on. First time knock-on. You do knock-on first touch as your first touch. Look. See? But it triggers different animations. Similar to this, right? A lot of people don't do this either. If you have cut-ins, if you double touch the sharp touch when you're changing direction, see that? See that there? That's just tapping R2. Just double touch. Just knock on, Chiba. See that touch there? If you're doing this with Neymar, look, you can do that. That's not a trick move. That is literally just R2. Sharp touch, look. And you can see that when you're dribbling. Like if you're doing dribbles like that, that's how you fast dribble and change direction. But it doesn't work as effectively online. But obviously I play a lot offline, so I know the game inside out offline of what works. And like when you're changing direction, see how sharp you can change direction there? There's none of that heaviness when you're changing direction because you're at full speed pretty much, look. The animation, you can see the animation cutting off manually. It's just a timed R2 speed burst. It's a sharp touch. Now, some players can do it really, really well. But if you run up the pitch like that, you can see it when it triggers. See that? It's triggering there. Now watch the sharp turn. See that? And then you're gone. But it doesn't work as effectively offline. And there's the drag back, Scotch move, whatever you want to call it. There's a little flick. There's loads of moves, man. I will do some more tutorials on it, on this game. Because that's how you improve dribbling. But I haven't seen anybody talking about this one here. Look. See that one there? It's just a knock-on, that's all, as your first touch. I know I've seen a lot of people talk about knock-on and stuff. But it's in the air. I haven't ever seen anybody talk about this. See that touch there? You can either choose to keep control of the ball, or it can pass off to the other player. It's a special animation. It's a special move. So look, if you've got space, you can knock it on. Do you see that? So all I'm pressing there is a knock on in the air as my first touch. I'm pressing nothing else. Look. Look. See? And then you can choose to retain possession, or you can auto manually cancel into everything, super cancel into something else. And it creates angles for you. Yo, Claroclaps, I will, bro, but not today, man. I would say long ball counter. I have videos on that, man. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody talk about that knock-on in the air. It's just something different, man. I've never really seen a few people do it. And I've been kind of doing it like... I've been doing it over the last couple of days, just testing it out. But yeah, I said I'd share that with you guys in the chat, man. But yeah, I have never seen anybody talk about that before. Now I'm sure that people will make videos on it now or whatever, but it's all good, man. We'll make a video on it and we'll show it. That's something that I have found out, and I haven't actually seen anybody else do it. It's basically just a knock on, and then you can choose to manually like control into it or not. The same as this. You know how to do this one, where it's like you have your let it through the legs for the player to run on, or let it through the players for your teammate to run on. Like that. It's the same thing. See what I mean? No, you won't, Lucas. That's the thing, man. This is just an offline chat, really, about like different things in the game. You're not going to be able to do this against players that are able to defend it. You know what I mean? It's like with knock-on or blitz curler. It very rarely now decides the game, because it's been nerfed a little bit. But it's just something to kind of talk about. You know? It helps create angles and create unique animations for shots. But you can do some very nice touches with it. Especially with knock-on, as everybody knows. That knock-on is very, very, very effective. But as I said, man, you know, you don't have to play with the, whatever it's called, like the bug, not bugs or glitches or stuff like that. I mean, sometimes you just don't have to do it, man. But yeah, this is going to be hard to use online. But that touch is very unique, and I haven't seen anybody do a video on that. So I am going to do a video on that. But you saw it here first. It's like if you do a double touch as your first touch, see? He'll do the animation. It won't come off. But with Neymar, if you do it, he'll do it there. And then you can air dribble into it. See? So like, there's lots of different things you can do offline. And when they work, the game looks so smooth, man. Like, look at this with Neymar here. Do you see that with Romario here? Look. Watch this with Romario here. When this triggers. Watch the animation kick in. Even though the ball is there. Look. The animation for double touch clicks in. First time through the air. But because, obviously, the ball doesn't fall that position, it's not going to work. Now, when I pass it out to Neymar, watch. When I pass it out to Neymar here, watch this. Look. First time. Even though the animation doesn't look real. Little air dribble, and then the finish. So it's just about different things, man. It's just about different things. Well, I've never seen anybody do the in-the-air knock-on. Like that. I've seen people do videos on knock-on. Knock-on's been known about for a while. But in the air dribble, in the air one where you kind of like relinquish the ball, I've never seen anybody do that, man. Because I I genuinely have never seen anybody do it because number one, it won't work online that often. It's literally just a showpiece thing. It's like doing this inside the box. It's not going to work that often, man. It's not going to work that often, man. That's the thing. But I have never seen anybody do the in-air knock-on where the ball literally, you have the choice of either taking the touch yourself or relinquishing the touch to your teammate. Because it does it here. Look. Listen, lads, I'm not going to say it again, man. I don't want talking about other content creators in the chat because what happens then is people, number one, it opens up the case for you guys to slag people, to talk about people. Praising people is fine, but slagging people, that's when it opens up. So, I would prefer if nobody just like even goes down that road with me. There's some excellent content creators. I'm good friends with a lot of them. It's nothing got to do with that. It's just that like people take that as an opportunity for you to be wild, wild west on somebody. And then what happens is if somebody has a problem with somebody, I'm left dealing with it where people are saying, oh, I see, your chat was shit talking about me today. And it just creates a minefield, man. Honestly. It's the same way as that I don't want you guys talking about me in other people's chat either. Because I'm not there to defend myself. I'm not there to talk about anybody. It's not impersonal, man. It's just the way I want it to be. There's some phenomenal content creators in this scene, man. Phenomenal content creators, phenomenal players, good friends of mine. People I've met in real life that I've hit it off with. But it's nothing got to do with that. It's just that some people take it as an opportunity to be able to shit on people. And that's not what I want. Because then it becomes a wild, wild west situation where, I have to go back through comments if I don't spot something and it's like, oh, this guy was saying this about me in your chat and you didn't moderate it. Then I have to speak to my moderators and it's just the way it is, man. That's the way it is. So it's the same in Discord, man. Because praise can very simply become people slagging. And everyone has different opinions. That's the biggest problem with content. I could say Romario's the best player in the game. And then you could say, oh, but he's not the best player in the game. And this guy doesn't like using him and this is why and this is the build that he chose and whatever. I just have my opinion. That's it. Everybody else's opinion is their own opinion. And that's it though. I've never seen anybody do that skill. The in-air first time knock-on. If somebody has done that, brilliant. I'm not claiming that I'm after unearthing it. I've never seen anybody do it. And I consume a lot of content and talk to a lot of people. It's literally when you relinquish control of the ball and the knock-on. That's it. It's not got to do with anything else. Because trust me, man, collaboration and stuff like that is awesome with it. But the problem becomes is that like, if somebody's in the chat to be able to talk about their own opinion, brilliant. But other than that, we all have our own opinion and that's it. And that's the way it should be. It's just about like finding what works for you. Finding if you're able to include these. A lot of the time with tutorials, man, they don't work because they're online. Do you know what I mean? When you're online, everything is slowed down. It's like it's labored. You know what I mean? See? I've never seen anybody do that. I've seen people do knock-on. I haven't done a knock-on tutorial, but I've seen a lot of other content creators do knock-on tutorials. But I haven't seen anybody talk about this in the air one, where you can choose to take the ball on yourself. Go into trainer mode and try it out. It's literally knock-on in the air as your first touch. You don't take any other movement. Because trust me, I like talking about other people's opinions and stuff, but it just becomes too chaotic, man, when things are taken out of context and stuff like that. That's the thing. That's the problem, And I've had it before where people have messaged me and said like, oh, I saw that this guy was saying this about me. And then I have to, I have to basically be responsible for my chat. So whatever goes on in here, it's my face on it. It's my, I have the final say on anything. Not in a dictatorship type of way, but that's just the way it is, man. Mods are useless. Exactly, mods. Mods are useless. But yeah, that touch there, try that and see what you think, lads. Knock-on is obviously when you're static and you take a shot, right? With the curled shot. That everyone knows that. That's fine, okay? But the knock-on in the air, is kind of a unique one. That if you have a player running onto it, it doesn't work sometimes if it goes chest high. But see there again, that was it there with Musiala. It's basically your first time touch on the ball. It's first time knock on, that's what it is. But when it's in the air, it does a kind of a unique animation that it kind of opens up a different one. Well, listen, man, I've been in this community for a long time, and I've found that the best thing to do is to just, you know, be yourself and do, you know, whatever you want to do. It's the same with gameplay, you know? It's the same with gameplay. There's one way to play this game. There's 10 ways to play this game. Everybody enjoys playing this game a different way. That's the thing. And my face is burning up. We're just creating angles here. Yo, Dom, what's up, bro? Glad to see another live. Enjoyed your Tory video today. Hoping as an amateur to see a few more. Yeah, man, I'm doing a couple of live ones here. We will do more like kind of structured YouTube ones. Because I know a lot of people ask me about scissors feint as well. That's one that really works online or offline. Like if you want to be a bit skillful and it kind of tricks the goalkeeper. Honestly, it is nice. The scissors feint is nice. But that one is there. I haven't seen anybody do that. And again, I'm not laying claim to it and saying like, oh, I found this new one, you know? It's not got to do with that. It's just I personally hadn't seen that before. If somebody already has a video out on this, brilliant. But I personally don't really like watch a lot of stuff, not to be, especially when you do content, you have to be careful about what there's a difference between, you know, inspiration and imitation. There's a big difference between it. If you're watching something and you're seeing how somebody does something or they're talking about something or they find something, it's like, you know, if you find a hidden gem in the game and you do a video on it, you know, there's a big difference between a content creator picking like a player and saying, oh, you have to sign this guy, he's a beast. And there's a big difference between me doing that with Collar, where I'm like, oh, Luby Bin Bin or Collar, right? If somebody's uploading videos saying, oh, you have to find Luby Bin Bin, right? And they're calling him Luby Bin Bin. Like, there's a difference between imitation and inspiration. Like, as I said, there's some brilliant content creators in this scene that I'm honored to be sharing the same stage as, man, honestly. But you also have to be careful that you're not influenced by them, that it becomes an imitation, where it's like, oh, I found this secret skill move, and then the week later you've got 5, 6, 7 videos go up similar, you know? That's just common sense, man. Everyone is going to be doing content about the same thing anyway, because there's nothing else to play on this game. But that first time touch there, see that one there? That's something that I don't know if you guys know. Maybe you knew about that in the chat. Let me know. Because we're going to end on this, man. But watch this touch with Salah here. See that touch with Salah? You see that touch with Salah? Did you or did you not know about that? And be honest. No, but of course, there's a difference between there's a difference between you know, finding something out in the game and it being good. Because at the end of the day, right, if I'm doing a video on the new Odegaard, chances are everybody else that does YouTube content is going to be doing a video on Odegaard or Dixon or Schmeichel, because there's only so much content that we can talk about, you know? I personally, from a few people that I've asked, have never like tried that or didn't know about that. That's not to say that like people didn't know about it. I'm not saying that I'm after like, you know, finding fire for the first time here as a caveman. I'm just saying that I wanted to show you guys that because it's a very unique one. Now, I don't think that it's going to be like broken online or anything. But go into training mode and literally, look, hold R1 for the knock-on. As the ball drops, you flick towards the direction of you want to push the ball. And that's it. It's the same with this. That's it. That's more of a traditional knock-on. And with the knock-on there, you create the angle from wherever you want. See? And the more angle that you create, the better it goes. If it's central, it won't work. But that touch there, see? That I think could be overpowered. But we'll do a video on it. Because it creates different angles with the ball, the flight of the ball, when it bobbles and stuff. That's what I found. See? See that little touch there? That touch there. And we'll end on that, man. Just trying stuff out, Vince. That's what it was. Just trying different things out, man, in training mode. I spend a lot of time in training mode on the streams just to show different movements and stuff. And I said, oh, I wonder if knock-on would work in the air. So look, again, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the double. I'm not talking about first knock-on. Everyone knows how to do knock-on that's been playing the game for longer than a week. This is what I'm talking about. The knock-on in the air touch, and then the control goes to Salah. Did you get me? That's what I'm talking about. The knock-on to Salah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, when you have the ball here, and you don't do the knock-on, I'm not going to press anything here. I'm just going to let the ball drop to Romario. Watch the difference. So I'm just going to let the ball drop to him. He'll take a touch, and he'll run onto it. So it's still effective. It's probably as equally effective. But the knock-on is just something a little bit different. Again, look. See? Into Salah, back to Romario. It's not a pass, but it is a pass. It's like this one. You know, it's like this one, right? A lot of people know about this one, like the run through the legs. I'll end on this because I got to go. You can let the ball through the legs, right? From a touch to run onto it yourself. So Salah lets the ball through his legs and run onto it. Also, if you hold this, you can let it go to the next player. And you can continue that trend on the whole way. Look. See? See? Through the legs, and it runs onto Dixon. Now, this is equally as good if you're trying to let the ball play develop. So, for example, if you're trying to go across the middle and there's a bit of pace in the ball, you can let it through your legs to go on to Dixon for first time, and then a simple tap in. So you see what I mean? You let the ball run through your legs to hit that with Dixon. So it gives you just a little bit more space. Yeah, we play in console, yeah. Yeah, knuckle shot is when you... Knuckle shot triggers when you press the ball as you shoot, when you connect with the ball. That's what it is. I play on PS5, Tassim. No need to spam, bro. But that's the one I'm talking about. So again, you hold L1 and let the ball through your legs. If you want to retain possession with the player, you just hold the direction of the R stick. See? See what I mean? Now, a lot of people don't use that online because it doesn't work anyway. But you'll notice with the first time animations, you can do a lot of those first time animations like this, where you can sit the keeper down. Lucas, yeah, but you can still... Knuckle shot, as far as I know, is a knuckle shot still in when you hit the button after it as well. It's 65%, I think, yeah. It's 60. I think it's 65% or 70%, yeah. But it doesn't trigger all the time. I see a lot of people not use the scissors feint either, which is quite effective. Ah, yeah, you're right, Lucas. You're right, man. You're right. I'm confusing them. Like, scissors feint is quite effective as well, look. Because it slows the ball down for you while still beating an opponent. An air dribble, that's another one that doesn't work online, but there's a lot of depth there. You can stay this going. We can join the next stream and I'll still be doing keepy uppies, man. If I want to. You just let the ball drop for wherever you want it to drop. That's very contextual, but you can keep this going all the time. It doesn't matter unless you run out of space or you move the left stick. See? You can keep this up the whole time. If you let the ball drop on your knee, or you can take it on the chest. See? And keep going. That was something that I thought they brought in kind of like for mini games and stuff. And then you can link it with a double touch. See? It's like if you come into the keeper here and you double touch away, you create an angle. Yeah, I like scissors feint, but you have to have scissors feint. You can do like first time dribble moves with the players very effectively offline. Very effectively. But online's a different case, man. A lot of people don't do air dribble, and rightly so, because it doesn't work online. But if you're doing like flicks and tricks, you can do a lot of skill moves in the game. Like again, I'm relinquishing control there, but you can just reset it. See? The game doesn't want you to really trick. But you can create some nice movements with that. Right, boys, we're gonna go off, man. We're gonna go off. I gotta go. We've already played division games, bro. We've already played division games. Test that out and let me know what you think. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on it. I'm going to show you it. But anyway, that is it for me, boys. I will be back tomorrow, man. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully with a video. And I'll show you that trick again and see what you think. But that is it for me, lads. Again, thank you guys for being involved. My first stream back after we were away. Hex became a member. Sid became a member. Abdullah with the $20 gifted. We will keep that for Rijkaard next week. We also spun and got Dixon. I showed you some trainings. I showed you some levelings. I showed you some other stuff. And of course, we will also talk about that in another chat and another video about that trick and about different tricks that you can do. And we'll test them out online and stuff. Because I think that's where the game is at now at the moment, man, is kind of having fun with the game, you know? So GG's, boys. We will be back 3-hour stream. I will be back later on over the weekend with another video. We have the what else do we have? We have the meta attackers and strikers video tier list coming, and we have some couple of other bits and pieces coming as well. So back with a skills tutorial, and of course we'll have Monday. We're going to have a big huge stream Monday. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't either. 157 likes. If you could get that up, it would be huge. Until next time, lads, I will talk to you later. Peace.